Alrighty, I should be live on YouTube and I don't know where I am. What is going on? Let's see. Okay, I am streaming on all things now. Let me just open up the chat for TikTok. All right, I am live on TikTok. Whoops, I gotta change I'm not actually doing live auctions in this one. Give me a sec. How do I change this text? What's up, y'all? Thanks everybody for joining. Give me 1 second. I'll get started here in just a minute. I just have to update my text so people don't think I'm selling on this stream, because I am not today. I would totally, but TikTok won't let me do it right now because they are being ridiculous. So let's me just update this one. Okay, and let me just go ahead and try to share this. Where's my little share button? Okay, so yeah, I'm just hanging out, ripping. What's up, Laksh? Sounds good. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, about to open some more Perfect Order. I actually got some booster bundles in too, so I'm going to try out a couple of these as well as a booster box. And then I have 2 Ascended poster collections on my floor that I'll also open today. And let's see. No, I'm fine. My glasses prescription's a -1, so I just can't see like medium to long distance, but I honestly don't feel like going in the other room. All right. Just gonna open both of these bundles real quick. Where's my knife? There we go. Did I not? What did I just do here? Do these not? Oh. They have the bundles open different now, I just realized. They don't have that sleeve on the outside. They finally just put it in a box that opens like a normal box instead of like being like, oh, you can use this to put your cards in. It's like nobody wants to do that, so nice. A little bit less packaging. Good job, Pokemon. You finally decided not to use 8,000... Then again, I'm about to open poster collections, and there's just so much extra packaging for no reason there. 120 sleeve packs of this set from Walmart if you want, trying to get 7 a pack. Honestly, I'm not trying to rip much of this set. I have been trying to master set Ascended, and I am almost going to be completely broke, so these were just the pre-orders that I was willing to rip. But otherwise, I'd take you up on that. That is a good deal. Yeah, the Ascended bundles still don't come out till next month. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand how they messed up the launch of Ascended that bad. It's a cool energy card, Spupa, and hey, that's a nice looking double rare at least. One of the textured ones. Yeah, I'm like at the point, honestly, where I can't spend any more money. I'm honestly just trying to sell cards, especially since I just did a rip and ship that I got complete bulk for, so that was a great time. Let's try another one of these. I can't lock. I literally like am out of money at this point, like to the point where like it's gonna be a problem if I spend any more. So I'd be careful, Justin, talking about that though. Not that I'm trying to stop you from talking about it, but TikTok might restrict you. Just saying. They don't like talking about that stuff on these streams. And so the biggest thing is I don't want to get restricted because I do live auctions on TikTok. So if I'm weird about how I respond, that's why. No, it's all good. I'm just saying, like, if I say certain things, then my account will get in trouble from a seller perspective, and I don't want that to happen. All right, let's see what happens here. I need to take my trash out again. I need to stop ripping so much because A, I'm super broke now, and B, I am just trying to... I need to stop ripping as many packs. Just the answer overall. Turdinator. I thought T-U-R-D. That would be funnier. Turdinator. Aegislash and Superior. And no, don't worry about it for now. Like, because I'll just be honest about the things I can or can't say as a seller whose shop TikTok decided to limit to 1 order per day, and all I do is live singles auctions, so really screwed me over because, and I have 100% 5-star reviews, I have no violations, like, TikTok's algo just is messed up this weekend, and there's nobody that's gonna fix it till Monday or later. So land it, Tyrantrum. Come on, let's get at least 1 IR out of this bundle. Just want 1. You know what's gonna be funny, Lux, is if I rip those poster collections in a little bit and I get the Mega Gengar SIR out of there, I'm going to be so upset. I mean, I'm not going to complain that much because I'll probably grade it if it's grade worthy, but, and that'll make all of it back, but still. Is this Decidui or Decidei? Because every time I read it, I'm like, this looks like it's like a dad joke saying Decidei. Let's see. 1 more pack from first bundle that I opened here. Can I get anything good? Oh my god. I need a bigger trash can, honestly. That's like a purchase I need to make. Yo, Jace, did anybody win that stack? Don't even tell me. I don't think I want to know. Gold was pulled again, but not the Gengar. That's ridiculous. Speaking of Gengar, there's a one I didn't. All right, that was not a good first booster bundle. So let's see what happens here. I mean, all the stuff on my desk except the first partner collection. I gotta move this around. I still have my like auction set up here. Let me put these all in a pile with those. Move this guy around. I'm not opening that first partner. I actually might put that up for an auction one of these days because I have a whole case sealed that I'm going to keep sealed for that because I already have all 9 of the first partners for those. But I got an okay deal on a case of them, so I figured I'll keep that sealed for a couple years and see what happens. Oh, it was the Gold Zard. So wait, did somebody win the stack? Or was it which gold? Oh, it was the Gold Zard from Ascended, I'm guessing? Because if so, then nobody won the stack. But wow, I'm getting wrecked on perfect order so far. I'll be so bummed if somebody pulled the Phantasmal Gold Zard and it was like the pack after the ones that I bought, I'd be so mad. But if it was the Ascended one, then it's like, whatever, I already got that card. And Gengar, Salandit. Come on, give me something. I haven't even gotten an illustration rare, and I opened 2 blisters and almost about to go on 2 booster bundles now. Yeah, on that stream, if they got the Ascended one, they don't get anything. They just get the Gold Zard. But if it was the Phantasmal one, then somebody just got 200 and something packs. Must be nice. Fletching. Oh my god. I'm getting totally cooked. This is crazy. No, Ethan. Why would I do that? The last thing I want to do is have random people who jump in my stream and expect a givey, win, unfollow me, and then never interact with me again. And that's exactly what has happened every single time I do giveys. So now I instead do random gifts for followers that happen to interact with me quite often. No, you don't have to ban him. I'm just calling it out that like thirsty little people asking for giveys ain't gonna get anything from me. I'm not going to do those streams either, because then all these people will just join only for those streams and then never interact with me again and then unfollow me. That happens every time. These people don't even thank you once you give them something. So if you want me to give you something, you interact with me and become a consistent follower. Otherwise, stop asking. And people are vultures. Like, you know, I work hard for my money, and I work hard to buy these packs, and I'm not going to give somebody something for free that doesn't interact with me, who's never been on a stream before, and then the first thing they ask is, can I have something for free? I'm not going to give you a wink either. Now you're going to get banned, you weirdo. All right, go for it, Laksh. People are friggin' weird. Get out of here, Pokemez. No, Pokemez is cool. Don't do anything to Pokemez. He's joking. Yeah, what a weirdo that Ethan guy. Did you banned him, right? Because I want to make sure that guy's blocked from my account at this point. Wow. Okay, I have gone through 18 packs and not even gotten an illustration rare. This has been so bad. You were close to master setting perfect order. That is wild. How? How much did you get so far? All right. This thing has to be better than that. The 2 booster bundles and wait, before I start a booster box, I realized I have one more booster bundle. Can we get something, literally anything better than a Mega Starmie EX double rare? Rosa and Meowth. What? Last hubby. Nice typo. And wait, did Jace tell us if it was Ascended or perfect or Phantasmal Gold Zard? I don't think he did. Yeah, I could, but honestly, I don't want to. Because to be quite honest, if I auction packs on my TikTok live auctions and then I rip them open and there's something good in it, or somebody tells me once they get the sealed pack that there is something good in it that I wanted, I would be devastated. It was Ascended? Hahaha, okay. It makes me feel less bad. Because multiple times I've bought from a rip and shipper. Like when I got the, I got a Gold Zard from Austin on Cash Cards Unlimited stream, and the next person bought the poster collection after me and got a God Pack. And it keeps happening to me where the next person that buys after me gets a God Pack, and I'm like, It's happened to me on multiple streams, multiple times. It happened to me on a Many Realms stream too. I got one good SIR, and then the next person got a God Pack. So I'm hoping one of these 2 poster collections has a God Pack in it, and we're gonna find out in a few minutes here. Set his stream and cancel the viewer's order. Was that on TikTok or was it on the other app? I heard something like that happened on the W app. But either way, like, I would find out where that person lived at that point. Yeah, so I just did my first W app thing ever today, and it feels icky over there. I really don't like it. I love TikTok Live. I just wish that they would fix this issue where they limited my ability to sell more than 1 order per day. It's clearly a bug. Like, I have no demerits against my account at all, so I'm sure it'll get resolved on Monday, but like, I had a whole plan to stream all weekend and be selling all my singles, and I'm just pretty butthurt about that, to be honest. Yeah, true. It is temporary, but it's just a bummer. You know what I hope is temporary is how bad these pulls have been for me with Perfect Order today. Oh my god, I'm getting cooked. All right, 3 packs out of 18 booster bundle packs and 2 blisters. So, what, 24? All right, 3 packs left to get some kind of hit. Otherwise, basically, I opened 24 packs and got some EXs. Yeah, I'm getting cooked today. You'd think I'd have good luck. It's like my birthday weekend and everything, and I'm gonna be like 1,000 next week, so I feel like they owe me. Father-daughter account, they opened packs, never sold anything, and somehow got banned. That is insane. I hope I hope it got resolved and they unbanned them, because that is ridiculous. Only thing I can think of is that they said some wrong words on a live and that caused something to happen to their account. Because they use a lot of AI flagging on this app, and so sometimes it can think you said something and you didn't actually say what they thought you said. The people on like any kind of live streams that like beg for attention or like be like, can you say hi to me, like, it makes me really uncomfortable. Like that one guy asked me to wink at them. Like, what is with these people? Are they like recording and then like going to do something in private later with that recording? Because it's creepy, man. And more cooked. Nope, still banned, no curse words. Yeah, honestly, it was probably something to do with the fact that on a stream they said words that could be related to selling things and they weren't registered as a seller. That is the fastest way to get banned as a live streamer, or your entire account banned here on TikTok. That's why if they also were streaming and had a account anywhere else that people could buy something and they don't say it the right way, then your account also can get either suspended or banned. So that's why in my last stream, I had to like basically, everybody in the chat was alluding to it correctly, but I couldn't say anything myself. What perks do I have for super fans? Honestly, that is the biggest thing that I'm thinking of, is that if people want to be super fans of mine, then I will 100% be like the first person to be sending random stuff as people engage with me a bunch. So like I said, I really do appreciate engagement over everything right now. When I first started as a content creator, like I wanted to boost like how many followers I had so I looked more legitimate. And so like basically what I did is bought those followers by running giveaways, then promoting those giveaways, or I shouldn't have said that word. That's probably going to restrict my live. But overall, I was doing giveies and they were going fine and I was getting a ton of followers, but I was also promoting my posts and stuff, and they just overall weren't quality followers. And like, so I have like over 5,000 and maybe 500 actually interact with me on a regular basis. And I really appreciate that. Ollie and Daisy, you're the best. And actually let me, I don't know if I can do this on this version of this chat. I want to mod you, but I don't think I can here because I'm on the web app. But let me see if I can click the thing. Otherwise, I'll hop onto an actual live. Oh my god. Okay, I'll do it next stream just because I'm streaming through OBS today so I can simulcast to some other apps. Pokemaz, I can usually do it in real time, but I have to be using the TikTok Live Studio Mac app in order to do it that way. But I'll definitely mod you next time, and I really appreciate the support. I will 100% be, as more people start to do stuff like super fanning, that's my whole plan next, is I don't want to do just like giveies to anybody, because of people like that weirdo that was in this chat earlier. Like, those are the kind of people that I would randomly, use a random number generator to draw people like winners for said giveies. And it was always somebody like that was either like super weird or like just the most like unthankful people I've ever met in my entire life. And so that's not sealed anymore. Time to open. So anyways, like, it was just overall like a pretty big bummer that those kind of people were like the ones winning things. And I couldn't really stand for that. Like, given like people like Lakshu are constantly like interacting with my content and like are always in my lives and stuff like that. So overall, I wanted to figure out how I could do things where I can give back to the people that actually interact with me without having to do like the whole no purchase necessary. You may send a thing to this address and the drawing will be blah, blah, blah. And I looked up the legalities of it, and doing stuff for superfans makes it a lot easier because then you're in a different like area. But also, like, I can't call it a givey at that point. I can call it a gift. So what I'll be doing is kind of, it's my choice on who this happens to also this way, but with people who are either super fans and or interact with me constantly but can't be super fans like Laksh, like, I will continue to just, give y'all stuff. Like, I really appreciate the interactions more than anything. In my opinion, the interactions are what being a content creator is truly about, not telling people that you're a big deal because you have this number of followers. And honestly, let's be honest, like, I don't know why I keep saying honestly so much today, but let's be honest, most of these people who say that they have a ton of followers, if like they don't follow people back and their video quality is just very poor, they bought all those followers and they're probably a loser. Like that guy that was on the Many Realms stream that just kept outbidding everybody just because he was like, I guess, flexing. Like, the fact that he even told me and tagged me in that stream and said, you've probably seen my content, and then it was like the worst content I've ever seen. I'm like, I hope I never see this guy again. But I know I'm going to see him in that stream again, so next time I see him in that stream, I'm just going to straight up block him. I don't need those kind of people in my life. No, I'm not going to master set this set. I had a bunch of pre-orders before I decided to go insanely hard 5-figure spending on Ascended Heroes, and so I'm just kind of ripping through the stuff that I have. I'm going to keep one box sealed because I got one from Many Realms on their 24-hour live stream the other day at MSRP. And so I'm going to keep that one sealed when it comes in, and then keeping those ETBs behind me sealed, I think, because I'm just not going real hard on this set. And this apparently doesn't want to go hard, or want me to go hard on it. This is the first thing that was above a double rare that we've gotten today from Ascended, or from Perfect Order. That's sad. And let's see. What am I planning to do for my birthday? Oh, is it also Laksh's birthday soon? Doing pretty good. 23 cards in the mail from my auctions. Yeah, I'm so glad that those came in good shape, and you were, I think, the first person that got all the team bags that would fit top loaders, so I'm happy they came in good shape, and hopefully TikTok figures out this whole like order limit thing by Monday, but if not, Monday, Wednesday. All right, we're only 2 boosties deep, I think, maybe 4 into this box, so. All right, happy early birthday, Laksh. Yeah, mine's Tuesday, so hopefully we both have good birthdays, and hopefully your parents let you either buy or bought you some Pokemon cards for your birthday. And I will send out your stuff that I have in an ETB box here in the next week or 2, so I'm going to try to time it so hopefully it arrives before your birthday, or around your birthday. Let's see. Seal, Shinx, Dugong. Why is it, man, this is like the first time I've ripped this set and it does not like me so far, like at all. I told you, man, everybody that buys from my auctions is going to get a complimentary minimum of 1 Shiba Inu hair, because my dog is the sheddiest dog besides a husky or a shepherd. She's like up there with both those breeds. Like, there's nothing I can do about it either. I can like make sure I can vacuum all the time. I can do like, I can dust everything. I can lint roll everything. And like, my dog's 10, so like she's probably got hopefully a 4 or 5 solid years left. But after she's gone, honestly, Mega Zygarde, at least we got something, I guess. Honestly, I expect to find her hairs like a decade later. Oh, darn. USA lost to Belgium. Like I said, at least it wasn't USA losing to Canada in a hockey game, though. And, oh yeah, no problem, Pokemez. I tried, also, you were like one of the first orders ever on my auctions, and I apologize that it like charged you so much for shipping. I'm now having the opposite issue where you can't do a per number of order shipping setup, because what I really wanted to do was be like, all right, every time that somebody wins 5 auctions, then charge them for the 6th for shipping again, because I can only really fit 5 top loaders in one of those padded mailers the way that I ship. So yeah, it doesn't work that way, but there's no way to charge more for that. So I've just honestly been eating the shipping cost for another envelope. It's not a big deal, but yeah, overall, it's just a little bit annoying that that's the way that it has to go on TikTok. What I did find out, though, is I could ship it in a box, and it's not that much more if I did that way. So for some people that order more than 5 or win more than 5 singles auctions from me, that's what I'll probably start doing. Oh my god, the back half of this box better have an SIR in it or something, because I'm getting cooked. So cooked. What's up, Hunglo? Good to see you. How much is that whole pack retail? You mean the booster box? It's like 161 retail. And if the question is if I'm selling anything, read the sign. And let's see. How is auctions on the... Honestly, it gave the people that followed me over from TikTok some good opportunities to get some stuff at a pretty good price. So I was actually happy about that. Ollie and Daisy got some good deals, so happy that that happened. But overall, I want my TikTok to work, because I much prefer to stay here. One of the other reasons why I do these live singles auctions is so that people can see that I'm honest and transparent about how I sell in this community, because that's what I want to be, is honest and transparent about being a content creator. So, like, my overall goal is to be on TikTok so I can grow my following there. So I'm still a little bummed that that didn't really work with these live auctions lately. But I do expect that this will get resolved next week, one way or another. So at least there's that. Okay, Salazzle and Pokepad are now my best things I've pulled out of this set so far, I guess. Oh, it's rough so far, y'all. So rough. And how about this? If we hit 50K... honestly, how many viewers are on this stream at the same time right now? I can't really tell the way that my live dashboard is going, but I don't feel like there's gonna be... Like, if I got like 300 viewers at the same time, not total, then I would definitely... Yeah, 10's not enough for that. Because the thing about likes is that you could just keep tapping that like button, and I already know Jace does that all the time until there's 50,000 likes, and then all of a sudden I just opened a 335 like value Team Rocket pack for 4 people on stream. So it's just a very poor way to strategize for that. And I'm already down a bunch of money today from those ripping chips, so there's just no way I'm doing that today. Yeah, trust me, I know how these streams work enough to know that anybody can come in here with a massage gun and like this thing a million times in an hour or so. Because I've done that for some other streamers before, so I can't use live likes as a signifier to say, oh yeah, I'll do X, Y, or Z, because, hey, Mega Zygarde Ultra Rare. I will say, the Ultra Rares from this set look almost like they could be SIRs from another set. I'm not going to grade an Ultra Rare. Not with the price of grading lately. And I expect these to adjust very far down. Alright, well, at least we got some decent looking Ultra Rares, but yeah, I am impressed with the way the Ultra Rares look in this set. I am... My chases right now are the Clefable, the Meowth, and the Clefairy IR. So if I get those 3, I honestly might just stop ripping this set. And I'll just keep ripping Ascended till I finish my master set. But with the way my budget is looking lately, I'm going pretty broke, so I think it might actually be time to consider buying singles for the rest, but I really, really don't want to do it, because I really want to make a video about how I master set Ascended without buying any singles. And then I really don't want to think about how much money I spent. But hey, money's not real anyways. Cardboard is real. I can actually touch cardboard. Clefairy, Calgary. I like Clefairy much more than Calgary. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to look. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna look. It's fine. I'll pay that credit card off in the next couple months. It's fine. But hence why I'm also selling singles, both for content creation, but I need the money back because I keep buying rips and then I keep going broke, and it's fun. Oh, I've spent more than that in 10 minutes before. There was a day where I bought a bunch of stuff so I could get some vintage packs, and I probably spent $3,000 in about that amount of time. So I am about to take a vacation from spending. Another Pokepad. At least I got most of these at or close to MSRP, so even though I'm getting wrecked, it doesn't feel that bad. But yeah, rip and ships can be real rough on my wallet, and I'm basically gonna need to stop doing all of them, like after today. So it is time for me to be an adult with money. I can't keep blaming it on having been laid off, and that's why I'm in debt. Because I probably would be out of debt by now if I didn't keep buying Pokemon cards. I could see that, Ollie and Daisy. I think you might have spent most of that with me, honestly. But yeah, don't do rip and ships if you want to keep your wallet intact. Yeah, I've done way worse than that. So honestly, that's that Vegas life. It's gotta happen to me somewhere because I don't go to the casinos. So apparently, it's Pokemon cards. But yeah, that's why I don't, like, I would love to do some rip and ships if I could get enough product at wholesale, just because that would help me make a bunch of money back from me spending so much, but I just don't think I can do it that way. I don't really want to contribute to everybody else buying that way. You won the oh, congrats, Jace. That's awesome. Was it for a perfect order or an Ascended ETB? And yeah, you should let him rip a... Wait, if he rips an Ascended ETB, does it count toward the stack? Because then definitely have him rip it, especially if it counts toward the stack. Hey, Doublade! I finally got an illustration rare out of like 30-something packs so far. And there's no God packs in this set, so that's no fun. This thing looks like it could be like a monster from Final Fantasy, honestly. Like, it's giving me like Final Fantasy VII monster vibes. Tell Jimmy that I said that if he pulls the Gengar out of there, that you win the stack. No excuses. That's just how it's gonna go. All right, let me fix this so my cards don't topple over here. I'd be so butthurt though if that Gengar is in those. Good luck. I hope you get something big or God pack, or if it goes toward the stack, I hope you get the Gengar. All right, let me see if I get anything good here. Another Pokepad at least. Chenpao, Meowstic, and I'm gonna have a Tyrantrum if I keep pulling that card. Let's see what else we got here. Volcanion. Hey, Rowlet. That's a cute little card. This one's in pretty good shape on the front and the back. What's this card worth? Probably not a ton. Perfect. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, it's 1T. All right, at peak it was how much? That's silly. All right, it's sitting at 15 right now. I'm guessing this is gonna keep going down, but I will queue this up to potentially send it in for grading because it is a cute card and cute cards are generally a chase card for IRs. So see what happens, but I'll throw it in my pre-grading. I don't even need to look at the centering on that one. Like you can tell that one's pretty perfect. Not perfect, but pretty much there. I still can't get over that person who came in here, asked for free packs, and then asked for me to wink at them. Like, freaking weirdest, creepy energy I've ever seen. Like, I'm convinced that those people are, like, honestly, potentially, like, serial unalivers. Every app's got some weird people, and people on Twitch are real weird. I think that, yeah, I was gonna say that. I think that's why that app is called that. It's because people over there are so twitchy. Yeah, that guy that said, hey, are all your cards fake? It's like, do you need a new therapist or maybe new medication from a therapist? Because like, bro, you got some stuff going on. How'd Jace do? Oops. Because I know how I do on Ascended ETBs. I mean, you've seen how I'm doing on this booster box today. Oof. Ooh, another one of these. All right. Next pack. Oh. You didn't watch. I was curious. I'm sure Jace will come back and tell us in a minute. All right, let's see. Another Pokepad. Fletchinder, Tyrantrum, Salazzle. I'm gonna throw a Tyrantrum here if I don't get some more IRs. Value of the cards, honestly, is, in my opinion, it's mostly the art. If a card is popular and mostly cute cards, then they seem to go much, much harder than any other kind of card. Like, let's talk about that for a second. Also, any card that's original 151 Pokemon seems to always be higher value than cards that are not, for the most part. But like, people go hard for Piplup. I feel like this Rowlet is super cute, so people are going to go hard for that. This Tangela is great art, so people went hard for that one. You saw how many people on my auctions want a Mimikyu right now, because a Mimikyu is a super popular, like, non-first gen card. But then, like, these ones look great, but they aren't nearly as valuable as Gen 1. This thing is 75 as a raw card, and it looks like it's continuing to go up. And so, meanwhile, all these other cards have banger art, but, like, how many of them got even close to the IR value of that Psyduck? And then, like, everybody wants the Gen 1s. Like, everybody's chasing the Gen 1s for first partner. And then they're also chasing this Piplup. Nobody wants the Gen 4s, apparently, or the Gen 7s, apparently. And same thing with, like, Metagross. Like, Metagross is a weird-looking Pokemon, so everybody's just kind of whatever. Some people like Frostlass. I'm probably not one of them, but this card goes so hard, and I love it so much. And then I don't know what's going on with Scrafty. But I personally think Iris's Fighting Spirit is a cool trainer SIR, because when you move it around light, like, her eyes go crazy red and she looks like she's in, like, Terminator mode. Which card have you been looking for a long time? And yeah, Braden's right. It's partially playability, but nowhere near, like, Magic the Gathering values. Like, Magic the Gathering values, you could have, like, the ugliest, like, you could basically have a blank card, but if it, like, beats everybody in a Commander game, some people will pay, like, insane prices for it. Oh yeah, Psyduck is... People keep asking if I'm gonna put one up for auction, and that's like Jace's IR Chase from Ascended, so I promised him he could have one, and honestly, I did that before the value went insane. But I'm a man of my word, so I gave him the one that was the least centered, and I was very transparent about it, though. I'm like, bro, any of the ones that are 10 worthy, like I can't just give away, but I did give him one of those for helping mod, and then Laksh has a bunch of cards and accessories in his stack for modding for me too. And I sent Braden a little bit extra last time, even though he wasn't a mod yet, but I treat all my mods well. Because I appreciate what y'all do, and as a streamer and content creator, these people in the chat are such a pain, and especially when I'm streaming on OBS, I can't easily just mute or ban somebody myself, and I have to like go on the app to do it, and it's a whole thing, so I really appreciate when I have mods in my streams. Yeah, definitely find one at a card show. I think that's probably the best bet. Especially if you're not looking for a grade-worthy one. I think that's probably a good way to go, because you can probably negotiate with somebody who doesn't have a perfect one. Y'all, we were getting so cooked. Like, this is what Phantasmal did to me. Like, the funniest thing that I've ever heard is I posted this whole thing on all of my different socials about how I was like, we need to talk about why Destined Rivals booster box prices are like on a per pack value doubled the price of a bundle. Like at the time it was like $49 for a bundle, and the booster boxes had just hit like a market value of around $600. And so basically it was double the price per pack as a bundle. So I just called that out, and everybody on especially the IG app was calling me like a noob and that I didn't know anything. And half of them were saying there's a guaranteed SIR in a booster box. And I'm like, okay, you've clearly never opened any booster boxes before. And then other people would respond, no, that's just Japanese. And I'm like, you've clearly never opened either English or Japanese before. And so like the people that are like quote unquote collectors, and I'm going to put these quote air quotes real hard, are honestly a bunch of broke people who've never opened more than 30 packs in a row. So I don't want to hear from those people that I don't know what I'm talking about when they're up there just making stuff up and they've never actually opened a full box of either English or Japanese. And let's see. And yeah, Ian, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. And yeah, Laksh is a great dude, and really appreciate him bringing other people in. So thank you both. And watch me get cooked today. Hey, at least we got this one. I was just wondering when I was going to get the double rare version. You just started collecting like 2 weeks ago. Ollie, it is a slippery slope, I'm not going to lie. It's fun though, because especially when you can hang out like and find the right people in the community. If you're not a content creator and you're just a consumer, then like at least you can hang out with people like me and like all the people that are regulars on my stream. I'm just trying to create a community of people that want to like hang out and that like the same kind of stuff as me. And so like I do mostly Pokemon stuff, but every now and then I'll talk about like job or career stuff or like random car things or video games or whatever. But yeah, overall, like I just like being a part of this community, and just overall really appreciate everybody that interacts with me. And like I said, that's why I changed my whole like setup to not really focus on how many followers I have, but more so focus on the quality of followers and how much people engage with me. So like yesterday I went through and unfollowed like 150 people on TikTok. And the main reason that I did that is because it was a bunch of those people that have 10,000 followers and follow 12 people back and then brag that they're famous, and like their content is not good. And they don't provide anything to the community. They never give back to anybody except doing givvies to try to get more followers. And that weirdo Ethan that was in here earlier should go and follow those streams so that they can all never talk to each other again and then be weirdos together. Yeah, ripping packs is super scary sometimes. Lucky to get 2 singles and pulled that same EX today. And thank you for the luck on opening. Give you $1 then. Bro, I don't have $1. You want to take some of my debt? You can take my mortgage. Happy to give you any of my debt. Staryu, Shaman, Skarmory. double it and give it to the next person. All right, that sounds good. Somebody can have double my mortgage and then give me the proceeds from the cash out refinance. And then I will buy more packs. Staryu, yeah. You want the reverse hollow one? That one? I just want to make sure we're talking about the right one here. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'm not putting it in a double sleeve thing. I'm just going to put it in a penny sleeve, and then I'll mush it in with a team bag. No Mega Gengar, but Mega Attack. Voodoo, Dustox, IR. Wait, which Mega Attack did you get? And at least you got something. I ripped some ETBs that had literally like a double rare in it for Ascended. Yeah, that's the same literally everywhere with packs lately. Is like if you don't get there on the actual restock day at like your local Target, Walmart, or wherever, yeah, they're gone within the first like hour or so every morning. When on Walmart restocked it, yeah, you have to be there like literally when they open, and then you're gonna see the like grossest looking human beings and like waiting there since like 2 in the morning. And so I honestly gave up because last time, the only time that I hit a restock and was able to get stuff, I was so off put by the other people in line that like I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to like stand next to these people and be associated with them. Yeah, and it's Vegas, so we have like literally the worst scalpers in the world here. Like all that video that went viral about that loser that took that entire pallet of Mega Evolution tins, that was honestly, that was my local Walmart down the street. And so that was the worst. I laughed so hard though that like that guy who like was a full-time manager at Walmart blew his entire career over getting bribed like probably less than 500 to like let that guy buy the whole pallet. Like honestly, like there's just such terrible humans in this city because we're built on the gaming industry, so it is what it is. But it just kind of stinks being a collector here and just trying to buy product, like especially as much as I want to rip for a decent price. Like I probably buy as much as some of these scalpers do, but I just don't resell it. I'm just ripping it. That's really not helping my wallet, like, at all, though. It's rough. 7 minutes late and you got nothing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Especially depending on, like, how much your Walmart typically gets restocked on a given week or a given day. That could go to, like, the first 4 or 5 people, even with that 5-item limit. Cool thing about one of my Walmarts these days is because our Walmarts went so viral from that video, they have even stricter policies than everybody else's Walmart. So not only is it a 5 per person limit on Pokemon cards in Vegas, most of the stores, it's a 5-item per person limit, and they can't all be the same item. And so I do appreciate that. But even then, like, these scalpers are out there like hyenas all the time. And they're just, like, they all act like they're better than you too. That's what really bothers me. Like I was like in this line and there's all these scalpers and they have their own clique with their own Discord and they're all like talking together and they're all buddies. And like they looked at me because they don't know me, like, get out of this line. And I'm like, bro, you don't want to try to go near me, because the one thing that I will do in Vegas when it comes to like any kind of lines with psychotic potential people in them is that I will put it this way for this social media. I know how to defend myself in those situations, so dare you to try to take my product from me. And felt bad for him because we went on his birthday. Yeah, honestly, it's a bummer. Like, hopefully this changes soon, but I really don't see it changing anytime unless the economy really shifts. But then, like, we're all broke probably, and none of us are buying Pokemon. But I guess we'll see. Turtonator, Dartrix. Wow, look at the centering on that, the bottom here. But hey, at least there's a full art trainer. All right, let's see. Of this booster box, I have 6 packs left, so we are like 75%. Yes, this is true. I do feel very rich in Pokemon cards, but it doesn't help that I sold the Pika's PSA 10s to try to pay off some of my debt, and then I instantly bought more, which that is the last time I do that. Like, I'm done. As of today, I have to, like, not buy any more Rip and Chips for a good amount of time, and I have to just start being responsible about money, because it's getting to the point where if I don't, I am probably going to have trouble getting out of that hole for a while, and I don't want to get to that point. But it doesn't mean that I won't have product to open. It just means I'm only going to be opening my own product from pre-orders and trying to get most stuff close to MSRP. But basically, after I'm done either buying some singles to finish my master set for Ascended or doing something, what is going on with this booster box? It's terrible. Then I will likely, like, that's my big goal for like the entire year for Pokemon, is just finish a master set for Ascended and then just rip for content and fun. But I don't have any urge to like go that hard on any other set ever again. And yeah, 100% gonna do auctions. I'm probably gonna also list like way more slabs that I'm not emotionally attached to on an auction site or something. Just because if I do that with all the slabs that I didn't grade myself, or even some that I did, I can get caught back up pretty quickly as long as I don't keep spending. Hey, Probopass, I finally got another IR. I was not sure if I'd get another one in this. And yeah, Vic, Perfect Order has been really rough to me today. No SIRs out of almost a whole booster box, 3 booster bundles, and 2 blisters. And we've gotten 3 illustration rares and 2 full art trainers and 2 ultra rares. And that's it so far for basically almost 2 booster boxes. So, this has been really rough so far. I'm going to rip the other booster box here in a few minutes, because for somehow I got like a bunch of booster boxes at or near MSRP, like within like 10-15 bucks of MSRP. So I honestly don't feel bad ripping a bunch of booster boxes on release weekend today. And I'm also like, after this booster box, I feel like I need redemption. How long have I been into Pokemon? Like overalls, I since 1999. Oh, Drapion finally got something else at least, so I guess there were some hits at the very end of this box. Maybe last pack magic is a real thing with me for this box. Yeah, that one's off center. I'm not going to try to grade it. It's also not a cool looking card. My rule of thumb is like for cheaper or for IRs, especially now that PSA's prices went up, I'm only grading cards that are super cute looking, because I feel like those are the only ones that are worth grading for cheaper IRs. Partner was able to get Meowth SIR from a booster box. I hope I get at least some SIR in that other booster box or these 2 packs, because otherwise this is feeling exactly like when I went through 5 booster boxes of Phantasmal Flames before I hit an SIR. And fortunately, that SIR was actually the Mega Charizard. But then I handed my fiance 1 booster bundle, and her first pack had the Mega Charizard SIR. I'm like, I could have saved so much if I just gave you a booster bundle, apparently. And so yeah, I've been into Pokemon since 1999, but I really only got back into collecting about a little under a year ago. Nothing in that one. All right, last pack. I don't ever really believe in the whole last pack magic thing, because it doesn't usually happen to me, but maybe this one will be it. Let's find out. Oops. And I wreck all my cards by accidentally trying to shuffle that. Growing Energy. Uh-oh. Rattata and Yveltal EX. Well, that was pretty rough, y'all. I feel like I need a palate cleanser real quick. So let me let my doggo out, and then I am gonna rip an Ascended poster collection before I rip this other booster box, because I don't know, maybe there'll be a god pack in there. Something's got to give. This weekend has just been very unlucky for me overall, between getting limited on selling on auctions on TikTok, and like that rip, and then the rip and ships I've done. Like, either luck is just like, nah, bro, you're done, or I don't know what's happening. But I'm gonna go let my dog out, and then I'm gonna grab one of the poster collections, and then I'm gonna rip some Ascended and hope that does better. Also, I'm considering, for if I can only auction one thing tomorrow on TikTok, I was considering auctioning this. Who would be interested in if I auctioned this sealed? I could also rip it if somebody wants, but if somebody wants me to send it sealed, I would be fine with that too. So that's what I'm considering. If I can only do one on TikTok tomorrow, I'll probably do this. Thank you, Lox, for hanging out. Really appreciate you. And Hung Low, I would honestly probably start this the auction off at like 15-ish, maybe 20. I think I paid 20 something for it because I got it as a pre-order from an LCS, but it wasn't. It was below the current market price, at least. I think these are up to like 60 something now. But I did a auction from Many Realms 24-hour mega live stream last week, and I got a case of these. So I bought 3 of these at market price, and I got so lucky because I got all 9 of the first partners. Oh, sounds good. And have fun. I will see you soon then. Thanks, Laksh. And yeah, so if people are interested and want to bid on one of these tomorrow, I will start it off around 20. Market price is obviously way, way higher, and it even starting at 20 is a little above MSRP, but I just don't know what else to do with this because I can keep it sealed forever, but it's already outside of a sealed case, and I have a sealed case coming, so I feel like this is a better thing for me to have in a sealed case for my own like long-term sealed collection. Am I gonna rip and ship? I mean, if you want me to, I could, but otherwise would just send it sealed. Although if I did send it sealed, it would be more shipping costs than ripping it and sending it ripped. So I think we can figure that one out tomorrow. But yeah, give me 1 minute. I am going to go let my dog out, grab the poster collections from my floor because those boxes are like larger than like my entire desk. And then I'm going to hulk through the terrible packaging nightmare that is a poster collection. And then we'll go ahead, rip 10, 20 Ascended, and then rip this booster box. And then I'm probably going to call it a day for today. So still got lots of content coming, but give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Bear with me for just a couple till I can let my dog out, and I need a drink of something, water. At this point, I'm like, man, I think I need a beer. But I'll be back in a minute. All right, you want to go outside? Come on, let's go outside. Oh, I know what you want. Do you want your din din? Yeah, you want your dinner. All right, y'all, I am back, and I have actual Pokemail from buying Rip and Chips from Cash Cards Unlimited, which means these are all going to be either Austin, Key, or both. So let's see what I got here. I'm actually excited about this because hold on, I have to fix my. Let's see. What do I got here? What do y'all think that are in these Rip and Chips? You think I got anything good? Glass Trumpet, Koraidon. Hey, what's that guy? Ho ho ho! Let me measure this card and see how grade worthy it is. It looks pretty centered, honestly. It's so hard to find the borders on these guys. It's on the cusp on the left side. It's a little bit pretty far left skewed, but that is enough where I will submit this, and I just won't submit it at the tier that I would expect a gold card to be as a 10. I'll probably submit it value max, because even as a 9, that card's worth over 500, I think. But yes, I will be submitting that one to PSA for sure. But like I said, that's what I do if I am on the fence about a card like that. Is if it doesn't look like it is guaranteed to be a 10, I just won't submit it. I won't submit it at the tier where it would be worth a 10, and B, I generally will like expect that it'll be a lower tier. So let's look at the back. Ascended again with no lightning. I am so impressed. There's a little tiny questionable piece there, but it's most likely dust. So let me see. You want to open the first partner collection so bad? Honestly, like it's a great thing to open. It's crazy how expensive they are. Let's see this under light. Nah, this is solid. Okay. So the only thing is this one is a little bit centered left skewed, but look at that card, by the way. Look at that shininess. I have this whole light right here, so... Oh, man. That is a beautiful gold card. The gold cards, since Mega Evolution, go so much harder than those hyper rare golds from the Scarlet Violet set. Like, that's one thing I'm really happy about that they did for the Mega Evolution set so far. The one thing I don't love is the reverse hollows look lame, honestly. Like, sometimes, especially with the darkness energy types, I can't even tell if it's a reverse hollow half the time. And how much are the first partner collections? So market price, like if you go to a Rip and Chipper here on TikTok or something, they're up to like somewhere between 48 and 65 from what I've seen. My local card shop, Many Realms, does Rip and Chips kind of infrequently. They do like 1 or 2 a week. And they had them listed the other day at a pretty good deal. I ended up getting a case of them for about like 30-ish per collection. I'm keeping that one sealed. I'm officially starting to keep certain kinds of things sealed, and that is 100% one of them for me. All right, so that's ready for PSA and part of my master set, so I'm pretty stoked about that guy. Yeah, it is wild how expensive these... I mean, the MSRP on that first partner is $17.99, so that's a thing. All right, let me put this in a sleevey sleeve. And let's see, had some good luck today, bought some packs at Walmart. Oh, nice, congratulations. That one, I was telling a story earlier on this stream. I opened like my last Perfect Order booster box. We've only opened one on this stream, but between that and 24 packs between 3 bundles and 2 blisters, these were the major hits. Except for there's one Rowlet that I have that I'm going to submit to PSA. But outside of that, these were the hits from that. So when I opened 5 booster boxes of Phantasmal before I got my first Mega Charizard SIR. And then I handed my fiance one single booster bundle of Phantasmal, and her first pack had Mega Charizard SIR. And Fortunately, both ended up as PSA 10s, so I sold one and I kept the other. It's actually behind that first partner. Did I see Manny in here earlier? I'm not sure if Manny's still in here. I think Manny was the one asking me about this Dragonite. But anyways, I do have another one of these I'm going to put up for an auction in the near future. I have a couple of these coming, so whichever one's less grade worthy is going up for auction. That's generally what I do, and I'm obviously transparent about it, is that if I have dupes of cards and they're not grade worthy, I sell them on live auctions, or I will be once TikTok lets me sell more volume again. And let's see, just gonna keep mine for the long term. Yeah, that's what I did with the other one that's, where is it? Get out of here, perfect order. That guy in the background there. I graded that one, or I submitted it myself. I always feel weird saying I graded it myself because I don't work for PSA. But actually everything in my background here, I submitted for grading myself. Like the Blastoise SIR, there's Misty's Lapras behind this booster box, and then that Mega Charizard. And so I had been acquiring a bunch of slabs that I didn't send in for grading myself, and it just didn't feel the same to me. Like, I don't have an emotional attachment to those cards like I do to the ones that I pulled and I have a memory of pulling, or my fiance pulled, and like those have more emotional like memory for me. All right, let's see what other cards I might have gotten here. Anybody have any guesses to what else might be in these other packs? So most of those were Austin's rips. I got a couple from Key here too, so let's see what we got. And I think I'm just gonna keep mine long term. Yeah. Oh, I already read that one. But yeah, super awesome pull. Especially since it doesn't sound like you had to buy a ton of packs in order to get that Charizard SIR. So I don't even remember. Okay. All right, so these are the rest from my buddy Austin. So let's see what else I ended up with. So got Cynthia Spiritomb. That one's gonna go up for auction for sure. If anybody wants mega attack rares like this Mega Lucario, me to put those up, then I will probably do that on one of my future auction streams, because I have a ton of them at this point. And so yeah, there's Lucario Gardevoir again. Another Pokepad, reverse holo. We got a Tangela. Got another Iris's Fighting Spirit SIR. And then a Misdreavus. These all came out of, if I recall correctly, the poster collections from Ascended, which I'm about to rip one of each Gardevoir and Lucario. Wow, my brain's shot today, apparently. And so now let's look at what Key pulled for me. So I realized recently, if you have the budget to buy, at market price right now, it's around 300 worth of Ascended Heroes deluxe pin collections. That gets you, right now those are going around 50. So it's about $10 or $10 a pack. Sorry, TikTok, don't yell at me. But then they hit so crazy. I've bought multiple cases, which is 6 of them. And I've gotten so many SIRs. So my local card shop, Many Realms, I think I said this earlier, but on their stream, they pulled out of one single deluxe pin collection, they pulled 2, this is 5 packs. They pulled 2 Rainbow Pikachu SIRs and a Stevens Metagross SIR. So it was wild. What's the chase? Honestly, the chase is Trikachu, which I still haven't pulled for Ascended. All right, so this one was just whatever. I got another Doug Trio. There's a Karen Charon. You can't tell me that card should not be called Karen. Between the look, the haircut, the hand on the hip, it has to be Karen. Come on. And Boss's Orders. And so this one was just whatever, right? All right, what did we get here? We got a Slurpuff. We got a Trevenant, a Weevil, a Staraptor, 2 Staraptors, 2 Fanrotoms, a Pokepad, and this guy. And, oh, I forgot about that guy, too. This one will likely go up for an auction soon on my next live auctions that TikTok will let me sell more than one item. Let's take a look at this. That is Dust. I am beyond impressed with the quality of Ascended Heroes like not having whitening on their cards. It's got to be the first modern set where I have... Honestly, it might be the first set of Pokemon where I've seen very minimal whitening. Your brother pulled the... Oh, that's awesome. Congrats to your brother. Yeah, that is definitely the chase. That one's honestly probably the hardest card to pull in this set. But for me, that's been Trikachu. I just want that card. If I can get Trikachu out of one of these poster collections that I got on my floor right now, I honestly will probably just retire from buying packs for Ascended and just master the rest of it buying a couple singles, because then I'll need 5 SIRs, Gold Dragonite, and then I'll be done. Yep, that one's going to PSA. Look at that. It's not perfectly centered, but it's good enough to get a 10. I, again, might consider not submitting it at the tier of value that it would be as a 10, but instead do it as a 9. They can always upcharge you, but what they won't do is, if your card isn't worth as much as you thought it is, they won't refund you for the amount of money you've spent on that tier of grading. And let's see, let me put this one in a sleevey thing. Your fiance, what's up, Andy? So you got a Perfect Order bundle and your fiance got the Meowth SIR, I'm guessing? Because if so, congrats, that's awesome. I just ripped 40 packs of Perfect Order and got like 4 IRs, and that was it. So doing a lot better than me if that is the case. So pay a bundle fee, get your cards graded, and they charge you more after they get... Yeah, so PSA is a little bit complex. I have an entire thing on the YT app that goes over how to submit or pre-grade and submit cards to PSA, mainly because it is so confusing. So I'll tell you a story. When I submitted, I was just saying how we got 2 Mega Charizard SIRs from Phantasmal in this household by 2 different rips, and the first one that I pulled myself had a weird little like dent in the front left, like right there, and it was very noticeable, so I'm like, this is automatically going to get a 9. It was perfectly centered. Everything else was perfect. Sorry, give me a second. I'm just trying to get this in there evenly without pushing the card too much. I'm gonna have to do this first. Sometimes you have to like open up these sleeves or these semi-rigid card holders a little bit, or they're tough to get cards down in there. Also, why I use these easy grip sleeves that have this little tab is because everybody keeps saying like, oh, like you see that video about PSA like wrecking somebody's card. I'm like, you know how hard it is to put cards in and out of these semi-rigid card holders without like messing something up. So if I give them a pull tab, then it's much less likely the grader is going to break my card. Yeah, that's why I'm trying not to jam this bad boy in, because I don't want to wreck this card, to be quite honest. And sometimes if you put too much pressure, you're going to wreck your card. And how devastating would it be to wreck a Team Rocket's Mewtwo SIR just because you wanted to get it all the way into the semi-rigid card holder and you got aggressive with it? So there we go. That's not perfect, but good enough. And so, yeah, to finish that story, I had gone through like a ton of booster boxes just pulling this one card, but then I got the Mega Charizard for myself. It had a little dent in that, like it was like a little ding. Let me just grab a card I don't care about. I want to try to recreate this. I need to cut my nails. It looked exactly like this. See that little dent I just made in the bottom corner here? It looked exactly like that, so I submitted it thinking automatic PSA 9. For some reason, because I did that, I did it at Value Max tier, which is a card that's worth 1,000 or less from an insurance standpoint when they ship it to you. For whatever reason, they decided that card should be a 10. And then, so they sent me an email, and it just said, hey, like, your card was actually a 10 and not a 9, so we want to upcharge you to the, like, Express level, which instead of being, like, at the time, I think it was, like, a 60 charge versus a 150 charge. But when they said, oh, it's going to be a 10, I'm like, yeah, do it. Like, why would I say no to that? And so anyways, then I knew that the one my fiance pulled was absolutely 100% guaranteed 10. So ultimately what ended up happening is that I sold the one that had the little dent in it back to PSA for like $1,700 at the time. And yeah, it's their problem now. They're the ones that, in my opinion, graded it wrong. But how often have you ever heard of somebody getting a card graded by PSA where they gave you a higher grade than they should have and not a lower one? Anything good in here? No, I'll figure these out later. All right, let me just sort some of these out real quick. So this one's gonna go up for an auction at some point soon. Fighting Spirit. I'm gonna have a Tangle up for auction. Probably put these MARs up there. I'm gonna have some good auction stuff coming up soon here. And then Mega Draggy is definitely gonna go too. I gotta top load these in a little bit after I double sleeve them. So I'm just gonna do that for now so I can rip a little bit more. And then what else do I have here? Am I forgetting anything good? I think these Doug trios go hard. Like, I'm always surprised that like the value isn't very high on those Team Rocket's Doug trios right now. Okay, let's put those in a stack. I'll deal with the rest of those later. I just wanted to prep these buttes. Yeah, so outside of the ones that I'm about to submit, I have... Where'd I put that gold Zard? And where's the rest of my SIRs? That's SIR from a different set. I don't care about that one right now. So again, I opened 3 of these first partner collections and I got all 9 first partners, so at least that was lucky for me. I guess maybe my luck just runs in cycles and the other week was lucky. And besides all the ones that are here, I've already submitted another Lily's Clefairy, another Steven's Metagross, some Pheasantippides, and like basically everything except the Trikachus, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, and a couple other SIRs. I'm so close to master setting this. I'm honestly so excited. It would be really cool if, I mean, this is obviously asking way too much, but in my head it'd be super cool if I could get a God Pack and then have like every SIR be able to be sent in sequentially. But obviously it'd be really cool, but like when's that a realistic thing? Yeah, definitely decent. And I haven't bought any singles from Ascended at all, so I can't believe that I could basically triple master set the illustration rares, maybe even quadruple. And then certain SIRs I have like 2 or 3 of. But with the SIRs, I've just been like, if they're in good enough shape, I just send them all in for grading because those are more valuable anyways. All right, let me grab some product to rip real quick. I legitimately can't fit this thing on my desk because it's huge, so give me a second, I'm just gonna rip this thing. And I gave up on opening poster collections from the Seams or any kind of collection box because every time I do, I get a nasty cardboard cut. And it's the worst. So now I just Hulk it and then deal with it later. All right, let's see. I want to take this card out without touching it on the edges, but I don't want all the packs to fly out, so I guess I'm going to grab the packs first. Like, why do they use this much plastic on these things? It's honestly ridiculous. Chase from these packs is that same Mega Gengar. And so that's, I think, the big one right now. And this poster is just that card in, like, the size of a door. And so, yeah, there's just a lot of packaging that I wish PSA would do better. Or not PSA, I wish Pokemon would do better about. It just feels like there's too much packaging in these cards, or these things, just for, like, marketing. But honestly, if they think about the cost of shipping all of those cards all over the world in those giant collection boxes, that can't be cost effective. This one is going to auction. That is definitely has a little ding in it from being in a plastic thing, but this is a good one if somebody wants it for their binder. So I will put that one in my double sleeve setup and then put it in a top loader later. All right, let me move stuff out of the way here so I can rip without bumping into stuff. I got a whole stack of perfect order bulk already. I gotta figure out what I'm actually gonna do long term with this bulk, because it's getting insane. I don't know what to do with it. And yes, it has the 2 Pikachus in this set. Give me 1 second. So this is why everybody wants Ascended so much, is because there's illustration rares that go really hard. Like the ones I was showing earlier, but the Tangle is a big one. I think people like Voodoo. The Psyduck is obviously a chase for everybody, as is the Mimikyu. And then so is the Marill. And then I know a lot of people like the Slurpuff and the Iono's Wattrel as well. This Carbink is really popular too. The ones that I've only pulled one of out of these IRs are Galarian Obstagoon and Mighty Ina, and so I would love to pull more of those. And then the Mega Attack rares, like the Gengar and the Dragonite, go really hard. Oh, there's the Gengar. And then all the SIRs are pretty decent. Like people like this Mega Meganium one, and then people also like obviously the Trikachu is the big chase for a lot of people, but then so is this Rainbow Pikachu. So there's 2 Pikachu SIRs in this one single set. And then people love Lily's Clefairy, so there's a good one in this set too. People are either you love or you don't like this Team Rocket's Mewtwo. I prefer the Destined Rivals one, but a lot of people like that one. And obviously Mega Gengar is the ultimate chase for this set, but then they also have this Mega Dragonite that people are equally chasing. And then on top of that, they have one of the best End Zoroark and Marnie's Grimmsnarl arts out of any set I've seen. Like, look at this. Like, Zoroark is holding End like a little baby. And so, yeah, this set is so good. Like, overall, like, honestly, I think this set is going to be legendary up there with, like, Roaring Skies, Evolving Skies, 151 type stuff. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about this specific set, just because there's so many good cards in it. And there's so many, like, people that want all of those cards. All right, is starting off here. Forgot. I'm like, what set am I opening right now? Ascended. I also have, like, 3 or 4 reverse hollows I need to fully complete my master set. So I'm kind of hoping for some of those today if I don't pull anything else good. And yeah, those are the Pikachus everybody wants. The Rainbow, like I said, my local card shop that does rip and ships on TikTok a couple times a week, Many Realms, I highly suggest checking them out and following them, just because they're probably, if you're gonna do a rip and ship, they're the most affordable place on TikTok. It was kind of just a promo, but like they were selling first partners on like flash sales the other day for like 30, and then they were selling like perfect order booster boxes on flash sales for MSRP as well as ETBs. But then overall, like their prices for like first partner pin collections that I got a lot of those SIRs from Rip and Ships from, they were selling at 30 or 45-ish per collection. And right now the market price on those is like above 50. So they're honestly one of the better prices overall on TikTok for any of the Pokemon products. Yeah, for sure. Like, I would honestly do that as well. Like, follow my advice. Don't do what I did. I am definitely filled with some regret now, but at the same time, like, at least I can produce a bunch of content, both for my master set of Ascended and then how much it wrecked my wallet. I'm considering also doing as a series. And at the very least, I have lots of pre-recorded videos that I can use to, like, just continue to create non-live content for the future. But we shall see how much I can make that last. But either way, I'm not too concerned. Is there something in the back of this? This must be oh, it's just a regular Pikachu. I saw the rainbow and I was like, wait, did I just pull another rainbow Pikachu? I was about to lose my mind. But as soon as I saw that it was in that last position, I was like, oof. Yeah, and I do have a lot of stuff to sell. I'm probably gonna list my 151 PSA 10 Charizard SIR one of these days. I love it, but I don't have any like true emotional attachment to it because I just kind of picked it up for half the price of what it's selling for now. And like the one I want to keep is the Mega Charizard SIR from Phantasmal because like my fiance pulled that, so it has more sentimental value to me. All right. Hopefully we get something out of this poster collection. These poster collections I've seen on average hitting pretty well. And since I have 2 and there's 20 packs, I kind of am hoping we get at least 1 SIR or a God pack. What's up, Flashy Poo? Pancham? Which one? Which one is Pancham? Oh yeah. Here, I'll put that off to the side. You want this reverse hollow one, or do you want any of them? Because I might have a different. Do you want this regular one too? I think those are the only 2 I have so far. All right, I'll put both in a penny sleeve and just put it with your other app order. Or wait, no, you got an order on TikTok, so I can say I'll put this with your TikTok order. And I think I said hello, Flashy Poo, but then I started thinking about your username, and then I thought that was funny. Let me just make sure I didn't mess that up. And, oh, I was halfway through this rip, that's why. I feel like I need that. No, it's not Slugma. All right, let's try another Ascended. Yeah, I think if I can only do 1 auction on TikTok before I have to go to an alternative place tomorrow, I will probably do that first partner collection. And I'll probably start it around 20, even though I think I paid a little more than that. First off, I know that everybody's chasing getting one of those for less than 50 right now, so I feel like I'm not going to have to worry about what I paid for it, because I think I paid 25. And so, as long as I get 25, 30, I'm fine. And thank you for the follow, Flashy Poo, and also, I can't stop laughing at that username. Pangaro, Pikachu, Colossal. Are you back in here, Jace? I wasn't sure if you're in this one or in the other stream, or if you're picturing me with the other stream. And if so, I don't know which one you're listening to. How do you listen to audio on 2 streams anyway? And, oh, sorry, Dietic Bo, I totally didn't see your chat. I was looking at my other chat. I apologize. Jace is always in like 8 streams. Hey, this one is actually pretty valuable for a regular double rare. Last I looked, this was around 10 for like a double rare, which is surprising. But it's textured. It actually does look good as just a regular double rare EX kind of card. No picture-in-picture, just hopping in and out. Gotcha. Yeah, that ETB wasn't bad for you. You've seen me rip worse, so happy for you. Yeah, I've done like, if I'm watching multiple streams, it's been that I have one up on like my iPad and then the other is up on my iPhone. But usually what I'll do is like, because it's so hard to hop out of a stream to answer DMs and stuff, that I'll just like watch a stream on my iPad and then use my phone to respond to messages and do whatever else I needed to do. Oh, another Cynthia Spiritomb. That's only my 8 millionth of these. Honestly, that looks PSA 10 worthy. So anyways, I'm going to sleeve this and I'll just put it up for an auction in the future. All right, that goes over there. Gonna move these guys over here and see if we can get some more hits out of this collection here. I feel like I have to hit 1 SIR out of my own rips today, between 2 booster boxes, a bajillion like perfect order bundles, and 2 poster collections for Ascended. There has to be 1 SIR somewhere. If there's not, then I think it's just time I take a break. Chikorita, Magcargo, the ugliest card in the history of the universe. Oops. Sorry about that. I just hit my Apple Watch against my mic arm. Alright, I need more of these. So yeah, these are the ones that are the inner part of my inner sleeve thing that I do when I double sleeve. And I always double sleeve because, like I always tell everybody, it is so dry here in Las Vegas. And especially when I'm selling singles in auctions, nobody wants to end up with a card that got super curled. That's just a bummer for everybody. So you should see like my stack of reverse hollows that aren't valuable. Like, they look like, I don't know, little like, what's it called? Like aircraft hangars, I guess I'll call it. So yeah, it's definitely a bummer. All right, let me put this one in there. And then we have 2 more Ascended. I'm going to open that whole booster box and hope we get an SIR. And then I'm going to open a poster collection and then call it a day. I'm just kind of seeing if I have any more stuff that I want to put up for auctions over the next week or two. As well as if I get any big hits, then I'll do some more, I'll clip it and do like content creation with it. And we won't tell anybody that it took me 8 million packs to get that one hit. All right, last pack from this collection. I am feeling like, I don't know how I'm feeling about this yet. One sec, let me fix that. I put that in the wrong stack. Oh boy, okay, what are we gonna get here? I don't know what we're gonna get here. I'm scared. Slugma, Mightyena, and Kingambit. All right, we got nothing there, but honestly, the fact that we got, what? The Mega Dragonite, we got the promo card, we got the Cynthia Spiritomb, and I feel like we got one other thing somewhere. Maybe it's just a bunch of EX cards, but that feels better than that whole booster box did. Did I get a Meowth SIR yet? I have not, but I'm going to try for one right now. So we're about to find out. Let me put this with my other Ascended stack. I legitimately do not know what to do with all the bulk I have at this point. Like, I feel really bad throwing it out, but like, who's gonna take that as a donation? I guess will Goodwill just take it? Like, what do I even do with it? You got one in your 3rd pack. Congrats. I opened an entire booster box, 3 booster bundles, and 2 blisters today so far for perfect order, and I literally got Drapion, Probopass, Doublade, Zygarde, and Salazzle Ultra Rares, and a couple Full Art Trainers, and a Rowlet. So I'm doing way worse than you. But hey, at least I got most of this stuff near MSRP, so it's not as bad as if that happened to me with Ascended Heroes. And I'm not really chasing much in perfect order. I just kind of had this stuff on pre-order for a while, so. Yeah, that SIR to Den SIR. That's pretty good. Was it in... Did you get a whole booster box, or was it just a booster bundle? And thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. And what's up, Rights Legacy? I see you're back in here, or at least you were. I can never tell who's in these when I'm not on my own TikTok app. But I know you were at least in here before. Appreciate you. And thanks for the like, Flashy Poo, which still, every time I read that name, I start laughing. Also, because some of these 26 bundles, 17 for the 3-pack. Nice. Congrats on getting things both at MSRP and then pulling some bangers out of them. Usually, all the stuff that I get at MSRP, I pull bulk, like these booster boxes have been doing for me lately. And I already told myself I'm done ripping ETBs for any set because I have bought ETB cases and pulled basically bulk out of 10 ETBs before. And so now they're just like display for me, but then I'm like, at the same time, there's packs in there that I could be opening and there could be like an SIR. So my psychology about ripping packs is not great. You want the, this Lucario here, the one from the poster collection. I will be auctioning that one off. I will say there's a little dent in it, so it's not grade worthy, but it looks good for a binder. All right, we got Luxio, Aromatisse, and another Yveltal EX. I swear, if I get another booster box full of double rares and that's it, I'm going to be so sad. Because I only have one other booster box of perfect order I'm willing to open. Then I have one that I'm going to keep sealed. And then, honestly, I don't think I'm going to buy any more perfect order. Also because I have a ton of Ascended bundles on pre-order from, like, both Pokemon Center, I managed to get those from, as well as some local card shops before the prices went way, way crazy. Have y'all noticed that people are selling on pre-order the Ascended booster bundles for $80? And that's like local card shops doing it too. It's just insane to me. started collecting 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I started collecting less than a year ago after like not collecting since like I was a kid, and I don't know if honestly I'm not entirely sure if this is a good thing long term for my wallet, but if I can really continue to do the content creation aspect, I think it's overall going to be a good thing because I can make more content than just ripping packs. Honestly, like I think people are tired of following content creators that only just rip packs, especially the ones that don't like talk about the hobby or like want to contribute to the hobby. There's so many people that are just out there just being like, watch me rip packs. And then like, honestly, if you're doing that on a regular basis to try to get more engagement and stuff, it means that people are losing interest because you're just basically like what's happening on this stream. You'll have like, if you open a pack a day, half your like videos are going to be something that nobody wants to see because there's no hits. And then all of a sudden, like now your engagement goes down, down, and down. And yeah, so do I get all of mine at MSRP? No, I don't. This was close to MSRP. I think each of these booster boxes were $179. But Ascended has been really rough to get even close to MSRP. And I don't have the time to like be trying to go to restocks at like big box retailers. And so I try not to like pay more than MSRP, but there's certain times and sets that I will, and Ascended is like my set that I really want to. I'm like 5 SARs now away from master setting it. And how do I pre-order? So I actually have basically been told by multiple people that the paying for the Discords is a scam. And let me restart my music real quick because I have to use royalty. I have to pay for a royalty service for music, or the non-TikTok apps will ban me. I mean, Neon, if you really want to, but that doesn't seem like it would make sense to me because you could just sell those and make a ton, honestly. And then, so it's a scam because you can go. There's 2 or 3 accounts on X that basically post all of the same stuff as all of those Discords you pay for post. And so that's why I say it's a scam, is because honestly, some of the Discords are just going and looking at those Twitter accounts. Hold on, let me pull them up. I'll type their ats in the chat once I look at my X account. I can't call it X. I'm old. I need to call it Twitter still. It doesn't. Anytime somebody says X, I'm like, okay, you used to date that person. Okay, where's my other? Okay, so here's one, and the way that they make money off of doing this on X or whatever is, so there's one, and then the other one is, they post all their links are affiliate links, which means that they'll make a commission on them. So that's overall how they generally like make like back stuff to be able to post all the time. But I don't know why that posted twice, sorry. But I greatly prefer using those versus a Discord. There are some good Discords out there, but mostly what you should aim for with a Discord is, if you live in a city, find a Discord that is basically posting drops in your specific city for people that are just normal people wanting to buy product. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it keeps spamming that one Pokemon Deals TCG. Sorry about that, but I'm not typing anything anywhere. I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, overall, like to see from your zip, there are local Discords that are, from what I understand, the best for that. But the ones where they're like, oh yeah, paid Discord and you'll get all the online drops going forward, like don't contribute to those people, because those are the ones that are scamming. Yeah, those ones are decent, but just be really careful, because a lot of the ones that use technology that checks the stock don't necessarily always get it. What is that guy? Is that an SIR? I think that's an ultra. Oh no, it's not even an ultra rare. Man, that Clefable, like really, that one faked me out. Look at. Honestly, this is probably one of the best double rares from a like texture and like color perspective that I've ever seen. But the Mega Clefable itself looks really weird. Like, I don't even know how to describe what that looks like. It's just strange. What do I not have to throw it out? Because I'm about to throw out all this, the entire perfect order, because I can't hit anything apparently in this set. Oh. Well, I do live, I normally do live auctions. That's usually why I'm streaming on here, is that all the stuff I rip, I generally get a lot of duplicates, especially since I've been trying to master set Ascended. Wow. Perfect orders really sucks for me. And so overall, like, I am hoping to get my TikTok, like, limitations lifted by Monday or Wednesday, depending on when they reset. And I haven't done anything wrong as a seller. It's just that I'm brand new as a seller, so they don't like that I sold so much in a week. And I just opened up that Mega in Japanese. Oh, nice. Yeah, this one hopefully went better for you in Japanese, Ween, because this did not go well for me here. Why am I spamming? Like, I don't understand how I'm... Oh, maybe it's because I forgot to sign out of my own stream. Is this actually even happening there? Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, never mind. But yeah, overall, like, I will, I generally sell singles on TikTok Live here, and except that I got limited for some reason to only being able to sell one single order every day right now. And I didn't do anything wrong. It's just their algorithm, I think, has a bug in it for new sellers right now. And since it's the weekend, nobody can fix it. Do I sell the bulk? Honestly, like, if you want to pay, like, shipping plus, like, a little bit, since I gotta, like, put it in a box and sort it and stuff and deal with it, like, I would be willing to work something out to just give you bulk, because I don't know what to do with it. I want it out of my house because I'm honestly running out of space, and I'm a little bit worried that I have so much bulk on the shelf in my closet that the shelf is going to collapse soon. I have a lot of bulk in there. Can we get any hits out of this entire booster box? This is depressing. And every time I say hits, one of these shows up. I don't want another double rare. I need an IR or an SIR. Let me be clear, Pokemon gods. Possibly, but, like, I don't know. It also feels weird, like, donating bulk to kids, because, like, kids aren't dumb. They know what the hits are. And then, like, to be, like, a kid and be like, oh, yeah, like, here's a bunch of Pokemon cards, and then you just give them bulk. Like, I feel like that's kind of just, like, slapping kids in the face. So, I don't know. Sacrifice the Stunfisks. Well, I would if Jimmy and Tommy didn't cut them all in half. And what's up, Stephanie, maybe? I'm not sure if your name is actually Stephanie, I guess. But thanks for joining. And, I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't know what bulk was. Oh, I did. I was just as nuts of a collector. I just had to use my parents' money when I was, like, 12 or 13, so... I definitely knew all the hits back then. I knew that the first edition Charizard was going to be worth something someday. I double sleeved it. I put it in a binder. I did all the right things you would do as at least as a 13-year-old. No idea where that binder is anymore. I'm convinced it's still somewhere in my parents' house, and every time I've asked them if they could find it, they're just old and they can't find stuff anymore. But we'll see. I will be posting a video the next time I go visit my parents' house. I'm just going to do, like, kind of a montage of going and visiting, because also a very beautiful part of the country, and in like a part of rural New England. Ooh, something back there. Oh, no. Oh, it's a double rare. Whatever. Decidueye double rare, or ultra rare. But yeah, so I'm going to post, like, a little, like, kind of mini documentary style, like, video overall to my YT account when I visit my parents next on the East Coast, because I'm actively going to try to go find my old childhood binder. And if I find that, I'm going to grade everything in it that's grade worthy. Even if it won't get a 10, like, those cards are so vintage, I'll probably grade everything. But I had 2 or 3 first edition Charizards. I know I had 3, but one of them I think I threw out because I played with it in a deck without sleeves, so it was just wrecked. I mean, if both those Charizards both got PSA 10s, I could, like, pay off my house kind of level crazy. Like, each one would be worth over 200 grand. So that obviously probably won't happen. I don't even know if I'll ever find the binder again, but it would be a really cool content creation thing if I found that binder. You'll buy anything I don't want. I mean, if I find that binder, I want all of it. Mostly because it's also childhood memories for me. Like, that was my childhood binder. And, hey, yes, finally. Oh my god, I thought I was never going to get any cards from this set. And this was actually my IR chase. Finally. Oh my god. How many packs did we just go through before I got something that was actually worth talking about here? I don't think this is going to be grade worthy based on the centering, but I want to measure it because if it is, I want this in a slab just because it's my favorite card from this set. Honestly, I think this is actually my favorite card from this entire set. I didn't know this card was in this set until I saw Rip and Chipper pull this for somebody else the other day, and I was like, wait a second. That card's in that set? I want it. I need it. Yeah, that's true. The Mega Clefable, it's just Mega Clefable SIR is so weird looking to me. It like kind of bothers me how it looks. It looks like a pencil eraser or something. Let's see. Let me center this guy up. That looks like it is a little off center, left skewed, but it is grade worthy. So I'm just going to send this in as bulk. Oh no. Never mind. This one's going in my binder. That's not fixable in a way that PSA would grade that. And speaking of, that's funny because a user named Ding just joined the stream, and that's when I literally just found out that this card had a ding in it. So, not saying it's your fault, Ding. I'm just saying that it's ironic that your username is Ding, and that was like literally exactly what happened. So, good timing. Like, perfect timing. And welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm just hanging out, getting wrecked on this Perfect Order booster box. I finally pulled this card, which I've been chasing. It has a ding in the corner, and I was like about to put it in a sleeve to send to PSA. I don't have a Discord yet. Hey, congrats on pulling this card. Hopefully yours didn't have a ding, and the only ding you had was your username. But yeah, do I have a Discord? No, but I've been considering setting one up because people keep asking me about that, and it seems like the people that are following me would like to talk to each other more often. So I was considering doing that, even though I'm not a huge creator or anything, and just seeing how it goes. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Ding. That was just, like, you almost had to follow me at that point because it was just so perfect. Like, I'm actually impressed that that's your username, and it was like literally the moment that you signed into this stream, I'm like, there's a ding on this card. So again, thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. And yeah, so you can DM me here on this app for sure, and even though it'll go to my message requests, I generally respond to them pretty quickly, and if I've seen you on stream, like I will always pretty much respond right away. Let's see. Giving cards to a local mental health organization that's going to start a gaming group. Ween, that's awesome. That is super cool. I think that's the right way to go about it. I'm like considering maybe donating bulk, but if I do it, I'll at least donate like some other cards with it, I guess, or something. But I don't know. There's something in my head that's like, maybe I'm just too nice sometimes, where like in my head, I just imagine somebody being like, you're just giving me all your bulk, like, F you. But then I just also, I guess, realized that you're like giving it to somebody that might not be able to afford anything in the hobby. So I guess it's kind of fair. So, yeah, Ding, this is my personal collection, but I also do have a TikTok shop, which unfortunately got limited because I'm a new seller. But if not tomorrow, well, I can sell one item at least tomorrow. But if not tomorrow, I'll be back next week when the calendar resets, because then I can sell more again. I have no like issues with like the reputation or any of the reviews or any like how long it takes me to ship. It was just there's something wrong with their algo right now that decided that because I'm less than 30 days old, I am now limited to selling one order per day until further notice. But the person on the support chat last night said that all of those metrics reset April 1st, so I'll at least be able to sell a little bit more then. But overall, what I do is I generally like to... I'm going to brag for a second because I got some pretty good bangers in my stack of PSA submissions here. So I generally submit a bunch of stuff to PSA, and anything that isn't really grade-worthy or that I've already submitted 1 to 5 copies of that card, depending on how expensive that card is, typically I will just put in a double-sleeved Perfect Fit inner sleeve side loader and then a outer sleeve that's just clear, and then I'll put it in a top loader. It's real dry here in Vegas, so I don't want my cards to get curled. So overall, I basically put anything that looks like it's 10 worthy to PSA, or I'm going to try tag soon with some of the cheaper cards. And then anything else that I get as duplicates, I sell in live singles auctions here on TikTok until they limited my account here for a little bit. And if you buy from me, the bonus is that you always are guaranteed to get a free Shiba Inu hair with every single order, because I have a Shiba Inu and she sheds literally everywhere and she won't stop. But I've got some bangers in here, so I'm really excited to submit this next batch whenever I get it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of trying to get every sequential entire set for Ascended at this point, but I already submitted the SIRs that I already had in my last batch, so what I'm going to do is try to get a sequential PSA 10s for all the illustration rares in Ascended. I'm a psycho. I know I'm a psycho. Hey, Lauren, what's up? I unfortunately was unable to do more than one single auction here on TikTok tonight, or today, but I believe I should be reset maybe tomorrow, but more likely it'll be Monday or Wednesday. It'll either be Monday when the engineers get back into office and realize that there's a bug in the probation code right now, or it'll be Wednesday when the calendar date resets based on the chat that I had with the support team. Either way, I tried the other app earlier. It's fine. I don't really like it nearly as much because it doesn't contribute to my content creation layer in like TikTok can. Ooh, another double aid. This one is probably going up for an auction. Yeah, there's a little bit of whitening, I think. Oh no, it was just, yeah, there's whitening. Wait, is that just dust? If I do this, is there still whitening? Oh. No, it was just a little piece of the like card that, what is, there's print line. Never mind. I don't think I was gonna grade this anyway, but it's just a bummer. Yeah, I got one earlier for sure. And I haven't gotten much, but except I did finally get the this guy, and then there's a user named Ding that joined at the exact moment that I realized there's a ding on this card in the bottom left, and so it was just so poetic that that happened. And it was honestly really funny, because I was like, yes, I'm gonna submit this Clefairy for PSA, and then I was like, oh no, there's a ding on this card, and then I looked over, and that this guy Ding just there with the username Ding literally just joked, or just joined. I was reading the term JK at the same time. What's up, Southern Wind? How you doing? I like your name because that means that you're like probably similar to me, where people don't expect you to be an Asian in whatever culture you're in. And let's see. Please tell me you wear a cowboy hat, because I'm buddies with a Korean dude out of Texas that wears cowboy hats and cowboy boots everywhere, and I love it so much. All right, let's try another one of these. I kind of hope I get another Clefairy now, because I do want one to submit to PSA, but that one's fine. It'll go in my binder. I love this Clefairy so much. Like, I just love that art. I love how chonky this Clefairy is. Like, I think this is the chonkiest Clefairy. It's so chonky, it looks like a Jigglypuff, and I love it. I gotta show my fiance that one later. She's gonna lose her mind. My fiance doesn't care how rare a card or valuable a card is. If it's cute, she loses her mind. Like, she'll pull, like, let's see if we can find one. Oh yeah, she doesn't really like Snivy, but that Snivy I like. She'd probably freak out over the seal. She would probably freak out over, 100% that Shaman. She'd be like, oh my god, this card's so cute, can I have it? I'm like, yeah, go for it. And I'm like, the card's worth like 3 cents, like, whatever. We need a gem mint to join. Alright, let's see what happens in this next one. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so overall, I'm hoping that my TikTok Live auctions get reset tomorrow. If not, I'm at least going to auction off that first partner collection tomorrow, and I'm going to start at around 20. And I kind of expect that one's going to go a little ham, but I hope somebody gets a decent deal, because I saw somewhere today they were 65, and just trying to do people a solid there. Speaking of doing me a solid, what can I get anything out of this booster box that wasn't that Clefairy or Double Aid? That would be really nice. Let's find out. Man, my trash is crazy right now. All right, let's see. Oops. Anything in this pack? Please be something. Dugong, Probopass, and Rocky Energy. By the way, I feel like this card's going to be valuable because it's playable. If you built a fighting deck and you had 4 of these in it, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides fighting energy, but prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to the fighting Pokemon this card is attached to. Existing effects are not removed, damage is not an effect. But if you start off and you throw one of these on whatever fighting card is you're building around, like think about how powerful that makes your Pokemon, especially if you're going up against like a darkness deck that is like mainly about effects. Like I really think this card is going to go hard. A lot of these like special energy cards from this set look like they're going to be like, they're going to really change the meta of the game for the next, the foreseeable future. But that could be just me, but as soon as I realized what that card did, I'm like, I kind of want to make a fighting deck now. I haven't really played much since I got back into collecting, but I did go to the Phantasmal pre-release and I lost every game, but it did make me feel more comfortable about playing again if I decided to join a league, because everybody there was like my age, which I thought was kind of cool. Hey, what's up, Hunglo? I am getting wrecked on boosters still, so glad you could come and see the carnage of that. But I do have some stuff to add to auction soon. I'm going to be adding the Mega Lucario promo card. Unfortunately, it's got a ding in the bottom corner, so I wouldn't grade it. But if you want it for a binder, that's going to be a good one. And this is my 18th Decidueye when I haven't gotten an SIR out of 2 booster boxes, 3 booster bundles, and 2 blisters. There's got to be an SIR in the back of this, or like, honestly, perfect order just isn't meant for me at that point. All right, let's see what happens with this one. It's been quite the rough day for me on rips. It's just been quite the rough weekend, honestly, between the whole issue with my auctions and these rips. Like, man, it's my birthday weekend too. Like, this is some BS. Honestly, if I don't get anything out of this, I might go down the street, go grab some a thing of beer and have a couple beers tonight for my birthday, because I don't know what else I can even do. And thank you, I appreciate it. I don't appreciate how old I'm gonna be, but one of the people that I go through at Cash Cards Unlimited for my Rip and Ships, Key, I asked her how old she thought I was the other day, and she thought I was gonna turn 33. And I thanked her, because I'm going to turn 38 next week. And one of these days, if I start to actually look a little older, which I don't think is going to happen for another 15 years as an Asian, but if I do start to look a little older, I'm going to buzz my hair and just make it really short again. And then I'll like, oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to be 38 soon. I mean, 35 is closer than like 32 or 33, but still. Wish you were 38 again. Hung, if I'm not mistaken, though, aren't you Asian? So I'm pretty sure you probably still look like when you were 18. Unless you're like 57. Because if you're like 57, you're in Mr. Miyagi years, and then you're going to wake up and just look like Mr. Miyagi one day. I'm like emotionally preparing for that. Like, I'm going to look like this. I was showing people my high school portrait from senior year of high school. And I look exactly the same pretty much. Like, I have a little bit more wrinkles now, but like overall, I pretty much look exactly the same. It's honestly kind of spooky. Hold on. My phone is finally charged. Let me see if I can pull it up. I just had this up the other day, so. So this was from one of the, hold on. Well, like one of my pictures from senior year. So, I mean, honestly, like I look older, and I was a little chunkier in the face back then, but I think that was still baby fat. But then, so I was like, okay, like then I went back to about 15 years ago when I was like in my 20s, and I looked up a picture and I was like, wait, what year was this from? Give me one sec. Gotta find it. Okay, so this one looks a little bit closer to what I look like now. This was taken in 2011, and so I pretty much have looked. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I actually look old now, because I feel like I just pretty much have looked the same for like ever and a half. I'm 22. I still look the same as I did when I was 15. I'm not Asian or in my 30s yet. Honestly, some people just have good genetics with how old they look. The other thing, and let's be 100% honest, is the reason a lot of, especially like millennials and Gen X and older, look so old is because they decided to go out in the sun and tan like every summer. When you do that, like you're instantly like, A, you're messing your skin up for life, and B, you're inviting like horrible like radiation to get into your skin. But like, yeah, it's wild. And Alia Daisy, I'm guessing based on like what the name on the mailer is, you're Asian as well. I think your profile picture, I wasn't sure if that was you or not, but yeah, I'm gonna guess people never guess your age correctly either. It's kind of fun though, like. Yeah, honestly, it's super fun when people are like, wait, you're not 27? I'm like, I haven't been 27 for over a decade. And then we also have a roommate that lives with us like part-time. She usually jumps into these streams, but she's been in like Costa Rica for like 2 months now. But yeah, she was in London for like 6 months before that. But yeah, she's half Asian. And she still looks younger than her age, but I think she's starting to look like if I stood next to her, people would think she was older than me. But part of that is that she has done a lot more fun things in life than I think I have. And I don't even go outside most of the time because I don't want to get sunburned, and I don't really like the way that, like, I don't like being outside when it's like super, super sunny out personally. Like I go outside, like I have to go to work like every week, but I don't make a point to like be outside all the time. And let's see, tanning ages you faster. Yeah, it's 100% still partially at least genetics, but there is a huge impact of like laying out in the sun that, like, you ever see those people that are in their like 50s or 60s now that like were big into like sun tanning in like the 80s and 90s, and you see what their chests look like? Like, oof, it's rough. Like, literally, it's rough. Their skin looks like leather. So, yeah, I am trying to avoid that. I've had 13-year-olds ask to be my friend, and I was like, how old do you think I am? That is pretty funny, Chloe. I appreciate that. It's just kind of hilarious. I don't look that young these days, but, like, sometimes I'll get people who, like, think that we had shared experiences, and they're, like, younger Gen Z, and I'm like, bro, like, do you realize what year I was born? I was born in the 80s. Like, not the early 80s, but I was still born in the late 80s. And what year were you born? Like, one of my colleagues, he was like, oh, I thought you were born in like 95 or 96. He's like, I was born in 2000. And I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, I am 1,000 years older than you. And thank you for the follow, Chloe. Appreciate it. And old boss is 37 or 38, and he's already balding. Right? Like, I'm guessing that dude was white, or he was Asian with really bad genetics. There are some like Asian dudes I've seen that like bald early and are like really old looking, but usually they're like not Asian Americans. They like immigrated like as FOB from like another country, and it was because their whole family had been like malnourished for generation kind of things. Because like most of the Asian dudes I see in America are like so tall, by the way. Like, there's so many like 6 foot something Asians in this country. That's not me though. I'm like 5'8", but still, I like if I go visit like Seoul, I'm gonna tower over all the Koreans there. Esper, Crushing Hammer. Let's see what telepathic energy does. As long as this card's attached, it provides a psychic energy. When you attach this card from your hand to a psychic Pokemon, search your deck for up to 2 basic psychic Pokemon and put them on your. This is a good Mewtwo card, I think. That card's gonna be these special energies in the Perfect Order set. I think there's gonna be some kind of value that I think makes this set super playable. Did I open an odd number, or did they give me either one less or one too many booster? I might have to go back and look at the video of that. I'm sure pale. I don't go in the sun much. Like see-through pale. I mean, honestly, would you rather be pale and pasty looking, but like look like that for an extra 10 years, or? Because I would rather be pale. Also, pale is in right now, especially if you're Asian, especially if you're Korean, which I allegedly at least am part Korean. I was adopted as a baby, so I don't actually know if I'm full Korean or not, and it could be that mommy cheated with some other Asian, and that's why I was adopted. But yeah, I'm kind of curious someday to see. I would have taken a DNA test, but every time that I consider it, they get hacked and all your stuff, all your data is out there with some hackers somewhere, and I don't like that. Seen people putting those special energy cards in slips, so I don't know if those people know something. Interesting. Yeah, I also think like there's some people that put like everything that's hollow in sleeves. There's some people that put nothing except IRs and above. I think it really depends. But yeah, I definitely want to see what those energy cards are like in like a deck. I might try to build a deck one of these days. What does this one do? As long as a card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides... And yeah, this one's meh. You get an extra 20... I almost said horsepower. 20 hit points. I mean, if I could attach that to my car and get an extra 20 horsepower, I'd probably take it up. Or I'd probably do it. All right, let's see. Can I pull anything else out of Perfect Order today? Because if not, I think I should stay away from this set. At that point, like, yeah, I don't think this set and I were meant to be. Good thing I'm not like, good thing I didn't come out of that. Hey, this Spupa is kind of cute. Why does it look like, I don't know how else to describe this, but why does it look like a homeless Togepi? Like, I just don't know how else to describe this, what this card looks like to me. Let's see. Put that in a sleeve. And that's not grade worthy, so that just goes over here. All right, we got a weird odd number of packs somehow, and I have to figure out if I just opened one on one side and forgot to open another because I got talking, but we shall see. And let me just check my phone real quick. Cool, my dad just texted me and called me old. Because it's funny because he is in his like early 70s now, and he's retiring on my birthday. So must be nice. I want to be retired. I also don't want to work that many years to be retired. This is a Clefable again. Bruh, I got 5 packs left. We got no SIRs. We've got barely any IRs out of this set so far. Like, come on, Perfect Order. You do not like me. All right, I'm going to open this one so that there's 4 packs left, and then I'm just going to do it like that now. Hey, Talking Trash, thank you for the heart. Appreciate you, and come hang out and watch me get completely wrecked. This is my second booster box of Perfect Order, plus I did 18 packs through booster bundles and 2 blisters, and we have 0 SIRs and like maybe 5 IRs total, and I'm getting cooked, and I might not open Perfect Order again after this, or I might open very little. I might just save my money for Chaos Rising at that point, and more Ascended because I am still Master setting. Oh! Hey, I just trash talked my way into a Meowth SIR. That's how you do it. You gotta say mean things until the Pokemon gods get you back. So this one looks pretty off center. I'm gonna measure it and see if it's grade worthy, but if not, at least it's a super cute Meowth. And finally I got something. Talking trash with that? Yeah, so I think you might be my good luck charm. You need to stick around for a few minutes because I'm about to open a Gardevoir Ascended poster collection, and I would love to trash talk my way into a God pack. But, okay. That made me feel a little better. Anybody that's been on this stream, we've been running for 2 hours, and this is the first SIR I've pulled. And it has been a rough day for me between that and TikTok, like, limiting how much I could sell in auctions today, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Their algorithm's broken right now. Yeah, so this is one of those ones where I'm almost going to be positive that gets a 9, because if you look at this side over here on the right, it's like right on the edge. But I've also submitted one that was similar to that one time, and it got a 10. So I'm going to submit this on a tier, like, I might just submit it as bulk, honestly. But I am going to submit this one, because it is a banger SIR, in my opinion. It doesn't look like an SIR, I agree. This honestly looks like they should have done this Meowth as a mega attack rare, in my opinion. The way that it's the coloring and the art. I'll open this thing up first. Yeah, thanks, Laksh. I actually got something at least. Really wish it was at least perfectly centered, since this is probably the only SIR I'm gonna get out of perfect order. But that's all good. I'm just happy that we got something out of... I was going to say 2 full booster boxes, like 72 packs. If there's no SIR, then those pull rates are honestly worse than Prismatic Evolution at that point. At least from a per pack ratio. So, all right, let's see what else. Can we get some other hit in the last like 4-ish packs of Perfect Order that I got here? Now I'm kind of curious, because I'm a little bit surprised that anything happened there. It was funny because Talking Trash with Ash joined, and then all of a sudden I was talking trash, and I ended up with this. And right before that, this username Ding joined when I pulled this Clefairy, and then I turned it over and I realized, I was like, oh no, there's a ding on the bottom, and then I look over and Ding was the next user that joined, and I'm like, that's hilarious. So, I don't know. Pokemon gods are just trolling me today, I guess. So can I get like... Can I get a user that has the a perfect 10 as their username, and then I'll pull like a really banger SIR out of Ascended? Or like, can somebody named Godpack join? Because like, I feel like there's something to this today. Another Pokepad. I don't know if it's just like luck, but this set seems to be very common for Pokepads. Also, between that and Ascended, I got so many Pokepads. Hey, Deden! Okay, so this box finally decided, oh, we're going to heat up at the very end here. That one's too off-center. I'm not going to try to grade that. All right, I will put that in one of these guys. Oops. I think I got one of these from a rip and ship because I wanted to try Perfect Order a little bit before the set came out. So I might put that Deden up for auction. Second favorite IR. I might hold on to that for you then, Laksh. We'll see. I'll do an inventory once I get more of my shipments in. Where's my Prismatic SPC that I got from that Best Buy invite? That was supposed to arrive today, I thought. Let me double check something real quick. On Track will be delivering my package today. Oh, it's On Track. They show up at the weirdest times. Okay, so that might be at a weird time later. I thought you did too. I'm like positive you did. Hold on. Let me open up my... You did, but it was on the TikTok one. I'm almost positive. Oh no, it's in a separate one because I had to keep it separate because it came from TikTok. And I didn't want to get those mixed up because I have to mail an envelope for TikTok or I'll get in trouble. Even if it was blank, I'd have to get in trouble, or I'd have to mail it. So give me one sec here. Yep, Ollie and Daisy. This will, yep, Team Rocket's Mimikyu. No, sorry about that. I probably should have shown it to you, but I had put it with a separate padded mailer so that I knew that I shouldn't put this with the other app's content just because of TikTok's rules and making sure it ships and stuff. So yeah, sorry to scare you. I did put this on top of it. And so yeah, I have your other stack next to it or near it, but I kept them separate for that reason. Yeah, it was just my own, like, in my head trying to account for it to say, okay, I know that this is not a, this is the only TikTok order, so I should leave this one over here so that I make sure that I get that one out, because I'm actually going to throw it in our mail slot tomorrow morning, just to keep the stuff getting scanned, and maybe it'll unblock my TikTok for my auctions tomorrow. I don't really have any faith at this point, but we'll see. What is that's not, that's the back card, so ultra rare maybe, or regular? Oh no, it's just regular. There's just, it looked a certain color there. All right, last 2 packs of this, and then I'm going to open 10 packs out of an Ascended poster collection, and then I'm going to call it for tonight. Or today, depending on where you live. Because I've been basically streaming all day between trying to do auctions earlier and then just ripping, but I had a plan to do this anyway for this Saturday. And tomorrow, I've been lazy with exercise lately since I got sick a few weeks ago, and then I coughed so hard I fractured my rib, I'm pretty sure. But I'm feeling better now, so I did like a workout earlier this week, but I need to get back into at least 2 workouts and 2 runs a week, if not more. And I've just been so lazy lately. But what I really would like, since it is my birthday weekend, is I'm like, kind of want to have a couple beers tonight. But then if I do that, I'm definitely not running tomorrow. I'm at that age where if you have a couple beers, you ain't going running the next day. Like, I will feel fine enough to do auctions, but I'm not going to feel fine enough to go and do stuff. That is a really nice art for just a regular card. And another Sacred Ash full art trainer. All right, well, that was that booster box. I would say it was terrible, but we got the Meowth SIR. So at least we got Meowth SIR. But I'm guessing you're laughing because I said something about being older and having like 2 beers and feeling like crap for like a week. Yeah. Let me see here. All right, so I'm just gonna brag for a minute because most of these cards didn't come from pulls today, obviously. But this Meowth, honestly, in person, this card's pretty cool looking. It really does feel more like a Mega Attack rare than an actual SIR, but like, who doesn't like a Meowth? Except for my fiance hates Meowth. Mostly because of the original series cartoon or anime, when Meowth was just a D-bag Team Rocket thing. Yeah, I'll put those 2 together. I am trying to do sequential submission for all the IRs since I realized I only submitted half the IRs in my first sub. I don't know why I did it that way, so I'm just trying to find 10 worthy ones of these. And then I'm auctioning off any dupes from Ascended that I have. So I have a bunch of Mimikyus. I know people have been wanting those Mimikyus. And then I got those Mega Attacks. Got the whole first partner collection, although there's like 1 or 2 cards that I'm a little nervous are going to get 9s. Then Mega Frostlass, Lily's Fairy, Team Rocket's Mewtwo, Scrafty, Metagross, Iris's Fighting Spirit, and Goldzard. And then Israel's Mischief. There's a Master Ball Espeon. Honestly, if you have Master Ball cards that are in grade-worthy condition from Prismatic, they're worth sending in. Even with the higher value for bulk submissions these days, because this card's probably worth about $225 as a PSA 10, which is just crazy to me that a Master Ball card's worth that much. And just duplicates. Mega Frostlass MAR. So you want to hear something funny? I have like 15 Mega Hawlucha MARs, and this is the only Mega Frostlass MAR that I have. And then Mega Electros, Dragonites, and then I might grade 1 more Mega Gengar. I have like 4 already submitted. Stack is 256 now. I can't. Bro, don't even tell me, because I can't. I gotta be good. I gotta sell singles. I gotta get... Like, I gotta be financially responsible going forward. I need to start acting like an adult, the 38-year-old that I'm about to be. God, I hate saying that. I'm not gonna say that again. 30 something, or like, please don't remind me I'm pushing 40, because that's what I said. My fiance is exactly 3 months older than me, so like this is that like time where she's like, haha, you're about to be an old man, and I'm like, whatever, you're still pushing 42. And yeah, she doesn't like it when I say that. So give me 1 second, let me grab this other collection and see if my dog wants to go out, and then I'll be back. We'll rip that, and then I'm gonna end stream for tonight because I've been on stream a lot. All right, Chico, you wanna go outside? Man, I feel like the total like stereotypical Pokemon nerd today, like, because I wanted to make sure that I had time to like test out posting new auctions and stuff, and so I'm like, all right, I'll shower later when I'm done. And like, I don't smell really because I'm Korean and we actually have a genetic thing where you can't have body odor. But yeah, overall, I feel gross. So after this, I really need to shower. All right, I am gonna Hulk this thing because it is the Mega Gardevoir collection, and I have so much other cards right now on my desk I can't even lay it flat. So I am never opening these by the seams again, like I said earlier, because every time I do, I get like one of those really, really nasty cardboard cuts, and those are terrible. I didn't realize how terrible it was versus a paper cut till I opened a bunch of like poster collections from Black Bolt White Flare, and I like cut my freaking hand like right in that like tendon part, and I got a cardboard cut there that like took forever to heal because it was in that spot. And hey, what's up? How do you say your name? Is it Ian or Ion, or did I say it wrong both times? I like to ask after I realized, or after Lox reminded me after like a month of being on my streams that I was saying his name wrong the whole time, and then I felt really bad. And also, I'm bad at pronouncing everybody's name, so at least don't feel that bad. Well, you can't say perfect because I said both different name pronunciations, so I don't know which one it is now. Same thing with Blooming Waters, got caught on the index finger. Ooh, that's tough. Also, you got to watch out for this little edge on these collections. I've gotten cut by the plastic pretty bad, too. The second one was Ion, right? Yes, same, Jace. I will not rip from like the edges of the cardboard, and I'm very careful about how my finger slips around on the plastic pieces these days too. So that doesn't feel good. Like, why do they got to do all this plastic? I want to work for Pokemon for like a temporary amount of time, just to show them that this, like, the amount of money they have to spend extra in shipping these collection boxes from a per pack cost of how much it costs them to ship things is costing them over, at scale, probably tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars every year. This one's in good shape, but it's going to go to auction with the other one because I have enough of these getting sent for grading. TikTok, please let me do more than one order tomorrow. I know your AI is listening, and just do me a solid. It's my birthday weekend. All I want to do is sell some stuff, and TikTok make commission off me. So it's like one of those like memes from Futurama, like shut up and take my money thing. Thank you. I am hoping to get at least one big hit out of these packs. And I really hope that if I do, it's Trikachu, because I will lose my mind entirely. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Something in the back, but I think it's a double rare. It might be an MAR. If it is, it might be Gengar. There's like a weird purple hue, and I don't know if I'm just making that up or not. Scorbunny, Numel, and it's Mega Hawlucha. Okay, it's tough with some of these textured double rares. They look kind of like they could be either an SIR or an MAR sometimes. Hey, Lox is back on the other account. And what's up, Anch? Thank you for hanging. And thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Just been, I ripped 2 booster boxes of Perfect Order today, and I was about to be like, this is possibly the worst pull rate I've ever gotten. And within the last like 4 or 5 packs, I hit the Meowth SIR. And so it wasn't all terrible, but like it was really rough. Oh, that's right. Nice. I appreciate y'all, and thanks, Lox, for bringing everybody in. I appreciate that too. And yeah, glad y'all are here. Like I keep saying, like people that interact with me a lot, I am changing the format of not doing giveys for random strangers because there's so many weirdos that don't actually care about your content that are just looking for free stuff. And so the people that interact with me the most, regardless of how many followers they have, are the people that I want to be able to give back to in this community. And so that's kind of just how it's going to work. You don't have to be a super fan or anything. It's just like keep interacting with me, and eventually like also I can send stuff to Lox to distribute and all that good stuff. So overall, yeah. Hey, why is it always this one? I think this is number 16. Anyways, this is going up for auction. And thank you on the Lego. I have a ton of sealed Lego because the thing that I was collecting before I got back into Pokemon was actually like not a ton, but a lot of sealed Lego on the side, and then I was spending a lot more money on my vehicle. But I stopped with the whole vehicle thing as much, and now I'm kind of just fully in Pokemon. Like I still have a car, I just don't really do that stuff. And yeah, I appreciate that, Ion. And honestly, like biggest thing I can ask for is just like Lox is doing, like share me with people that are in this hobby that you think would enjoy my content, and I'm happy to interact with people. And yeah, overall I'm just trying to be myself and like see how I can grow my community in social media. Like I tried the whole like givey thing when I first started on this social media journey, and I've only been, my account's less than, I started in mid-August of last year for both collecting Pokemon again and posting social media content. And honestly, it's been awesome. It's been very expensive, but it's been awesome. And I realized like about a month or two ago that I don't really want to like do the whole thing where I do giveys and I get new followers and they don't ever interact, and they're just like, then they're always asking for free stuff, and they don't like, they're just not quality followers that I want. I want to build a community of people that want to watch my content, want to interact with me, but also with each other. Somebody asked if I had a Discord earlier. I'm going to think about building one. I've never really even used Discord much because I'm like 1,000 years old, so I got to figure out how to set one up, but I'll probably set one up just for anybody that wants to hang out and chat amongst like people that follow me. And then I'll try to interact there as well. It's a little bit hard because I have so many different social apps I have to open all the time, but nothing on that. But yeah, I will, yeah, we can talk about that, Lox. I think I can figure it out. I just don't like, I want to see what it looks like first. I know it's free. Discord's just interesting to me because like I've worked in tech for a long time, and Discord is very similar to like software that a business would sell to another business and have like everything in one place for their side, where it's called multi-tenant. And so somebody figured out that you can make that into a social type thing where others can just build their own multi-tenant as a end user environments, which I think is kind of cool. Why are these stuck together? Misdreavus. Ooh, I think I need that one. I do need that one. Team Rocket's Mimikyu, Zangoose. I'm like, I only have a couple reverse hollows left that I need, and I know for a fact that Misdreavus is one of them. That's also true. Like, I would definitely consider doing that on Discord. especially since I believe that you can make it so that people have to get fully approved before they can fully join your Discord or like interact on there. And I think that that would be one of my preferred ways to set that up, so that like I have to like look at people and like, oh yeah, thank you. I'm also on the YT app in case you watch over there. I'm starting to try to do more long form videos and not just like right now. I'm streaming there. I'm streaming the Purple app and I'm streaming here. If I could, I'm paying for Restream, which the bottom tier only lets you stream to 3 places. Otherwise, I'd be doing like the FB or IG one too. But and all good. All right, let's see what happens in this next pack. We're only halfway through. We got that Mega Scrafty is basically the hit so far. We got a double rare, but I don't know. Double rares I don't consider bulk, but when it comes to like a valuable hit, I also don't really consider most of them a hit. Every now and then you get one that's actually worth a bunch, like the Mega Dragonite from Ascended as a double rare right now is worth like 10. So Lazzle, Reboot, Victreebel, and Spidops. Okay, wasn't that one. All right, we got 4 packs left, and then I need to go shower and such. What's your favorite? That's pretty funny. Hey, Pioneer Post and Odeer just joined. Welcome back. I have been streaming pretty much all day, but thank you for coming back to hang out. Yeah, so favorite Pokemon, honestly, is probably Pikachu. I like Pikachu, I like Clefairy, I like Psyduck. I'm very much a Gen 1 Pokemon kind of guy because that's what I grew up with as a kid. But I also do like Pokemon like Mimikyu and Piplup. Speaking of Mimikyu, I like the Team Rocket's Mimikyu here. And nothing. Okay. How's my channel? So I did some auctions earlier. They went okay. I am hoping TikTok lifts my limit tomorrow morning because I would love to do more and better versions of ones on this app. Because the biggest thing is like it's fine. I can like do whatever I need to do an auction like on the other places. But the problem I have is that I'm not really trying to make money off this stuff as a first priority. What I'm trying to do is build my content creation and my personal community here on social media. And so it doesn't really feel like it fulfills that specific use case there. And how did I build my channel? Honestly, most of starting my channel was doing the same dumb things that all these other wannabe creators are doing, which was running some givvies, promoting those givvies on TikTok, and then having people follow in order to be a part of entering for the givvies. I think that's probably how Lox actually found my account the first time. But like overall, I realized that after doing that, most of the people that are signing up for those givvies, they'll follow you. They might follow you forever, but they never interact. And then if they actually win something, like I literally had a guy that didn't even thank me and then unfollowed me after I sent him his thing. So like, it was just kind of a bummer overall. And so that's why I'm really leaning into like having people interact with my content. Oh, nice. Another Mawile. That's going to go up for auction one of these days. Oops. And that was it for that one. Yeah, and so all those like givvies just bummed me out like with the people that weren't engaging. And so really what my goal is now is to just engage more with people. And I think that it's slowly starting to take foot. Like every time that I run live auctions on TikTok until they limited me to 1 order per day, I was gaining like 30 to 50 followers each time. And even the one last night where I couldn't sell anything, I gained like 20 something followers. These ones where I'm just ripping don't do as well because I think people see that I'm ripping something and either think I'm a rip and shipper and don't like that, or they want to find a rip and shipper to buy from, and I also am not that. And so it's like I'm in this weird like kind of in between. And yes, I do play guitar. I haven't really played much, honestly, in the last 5 years. Last time I was like really playing a bunch of guitar was during the pandemic because there was nothing else to do and you couldn't leave your house. But yeah, I've been playing since I was 15 and I'm going to be 38 soon. So, oof. I don't want to think about how many years that makes me as a guitar player. And dipping in and out of streams. Yeah, all good, oh dear. I always appreciate you hanging out in my streams and buying some of the stuff from my auctions and all that good stuff. And appreciate it. I do not look 38. I agree. Oh, I saw a shiny energy. I'm like, is this going to be a God pack finally? I'm never going to get a God pack, man. Just gonna keep getting Pokepads. But yeah, overall, I just appreciate like the people that I get to interact with, and people are always sending me DMs and stuff, like either asking me like, hey, is this card centered enough to grade, or do you think that I should send this in, or like, hey, look at my polls. And I try to respond to everybody as much as possible. And even if my account gets really big, I want to make that a point, is I try to respond to everybody that's not a D-bag as much as possible. Like, what I don't tolerate is like blatant racism for the most part, and like just like overall mean-spirited or jealousy. My biggest one is jealousy. There's so many jealous people, especially on this app, where they'll be mean to somebody just because they'll be like, oh yeah, like you spent so much money on that thing, like I can't believe you wouldn't pay just MSRP. And it's like, why do other people care what you do with your money? It's just always been such a weird thing for me. Like, just let me waste my money, bro. Mega Audino was the ultra rare. All right, so that was not the greatest poster collection. I'm waiting on my Many Realms shipments from their Mega Live 24-hour stream from the other day, and honestly, once I get that in, I'll have a ton more Ascended to rip. I have a case of these first partner collections, which I am not going to open at all. I am going to keep those sealed for like as long as possible until it's like any of the other first partner packs that they've done in the past. Like at some point, those things are going to skyrocket in value after nobody can find them anymore. So I'm going to hold on to those. But what I will be ripping soon are, I got at least 2 cases of the first partner pin collections for Ascended Heroes. And that's where a bunch of SIRs that I've gotten have come from. So they also, I asked them to rip 1 case separately from those. And they that's when they ripped the first first partner pin collection from that had 2 Rainbow Pika SIRs and a single Stevens Metagross SIR in one of those collections. That's 5 packs. I got 3 SIRs. I don't understand. Let's see. Where? Oh, thank you for the Galaxy. I don't know who. Oh, thank you, Pioneer. I appreciate it. I can't see it because I'm not in the TikTok app. I'm in OBS, so I have this web app thing, and it doesn't show anything. But I really appreciate that. You are awesome, and if I find, I don't remember the last time you ordered, but if you have an order anywhere with me from today, I'm gonna throw something extra in for you. And like I said, y'all are awesome. I really appreciate it, and unfortunately, my silly way I'm streaming today won't let me see it, but I wanted to simulcast today to the purple and red apps just because it's been a while since I've been live on either of those. So it means I have to use OBS. And usually what I would do until I lagged real hard the other day is normally in those situations, I would actually just do a virtual camera for my vertical stream and then send that over to be the virtual camera for TikTok. But I noticed when I stream on both OBS and the TikTok live app that way, my computer like starts to die. And it gets real choppy. And let's see. What did Jay say? What's the best thing I pulled today? It's gotta be the Meowth. I guess it's gotta be this one. The Meowth SIR from Perfect Order. So this one is a banger. It's definitely a little off center. I'm going to just submit this as like a lower submission. I might just submit it as bulk and see what happens. Because honestly, even if this comes back a 9, I would rather have this one in a slab, I think. But yeah, this is literally the only huge hit I pulled today out of over 50 packs, almost 100. I opened 100 packs of Perfect Order today, now that I think about it. So let me just, real quick, I'm curious. Where is my calculator? Okay, so 36 times 2 plus 18 plus 6. 96 packs of Perfect Order. And seems like which card is in every pack? The Meowth? Because if so, I got totally cooked. And Ty, I am still using PSA. For cheaper cards, I've been honestly considering switching over to Tag going forward. I want to do one last big push with IRs to PSA, though, because what I'm trying to do for my next sub is get every single IR that's 10-worthy out of my Ascended collection, and I want to put them in numbered order and then try to get sequential 10s for the entire set of IRs for Ascended. Because that means that the other IRs from Ascended that I submitted in my last batch, I can sell on auctions, and then I will keep that Ascended one as my master set of graded versions. That's the Fortune Mouth. Hopefully you get the God Pack. Man, I'm really hopeful that in those pin collections that I have coming, that I'll get a God Pack or something. Or at least, like, most of the last SIRs I need. Honestly, if I get Trikachu, I will probably just buy the other SIRs, because the Trikachu is the only one that's, like, actually expensive to buy that I'm hoping to pull. The rest of them aren't that bad, honestly. Which one's light blue? One's on Jimmy's stream. I don't think... What did I... Honestly, the last 20 packs I got from Jimmy was literally, I think, actually the worst 20 packs in a row of Ascended that I have ever either pulled or bought. Oh yeah, my M2 is actually the car behind me over there is a scale model version of my actual daily driver car. And yeah, I didn't want it to be a daily driver car, but I realized that for my mental health, I need to have a job that's full-time in office, or at least 4 days a week. Because otherwise, what was happening at my last startup is that I was starting to get into content creation, and my office is where all my Pokemon stuff is. And then I was working full-time out of here for my day job, and I think like I was getting like probably the same syndrome that prisoners get from solitary confinement. And so like it was really wild. And do I have any Zards? Like just random ones? Oops, didn't mean to knock over that one. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Let me center this stream. For anybody else that's watching, if I can do more than one TikTok auction, I am going to be auctioning this Jolteon PSA 10 tomorrow. I will be honest though, it's got a little ding on the top left. This was due to some... it happened before I acquired this card. I acquired this card... I think it was actually through one of the beta of GameStop Power Packs, which never ever do that, by the way. That is a money pit. But anyways, this card got dropped, but it's not unsealed. It's just damaged. So if anybody ends up winning this auction on this card in the future, I would just say either keep it that way or send it to back to PSA to get reslabbed. And then here's a Charizard and one of those bumper things. I'm personally not a bumper person. It was just, it came with some card that somebody sent me one time. And like, they're like one of those, I think it was like one of the rip-in shippers that do slabs or mystery slabs. They're like trying to talk up like, oh yeah, bro, I'm sending you a $9 bumper as an extra. Like you should appreciate that. And I'm like, bro, it's a piece of plastic that I didn't ask for. Like, what are you talking about? So anyways, but it does look kind of cool on this Reshiram Charizard. And then I got this guy. Oops, oh no, I dropped my Team Rocket pack. Well, I also have a Team Rocket pack, by the way. And Lox keeps trying to convince me to open this, but I keep telling him I'm like, I gotta wait for the right milestones. And I saw his game today. He was like, hey, if we get 50K likes on this stream, will you open it? I'm like, no, because you're gonna go bring a bunch of people in to like this, and there's still only gonna be 20 people total on the stream. So I will open that, I promise, just probably not today. Unless miraculously we get a bajillion people showing up. This is the one I was telling a story about earlier. My fiance pulled out of one single booster bundle, and it took me 5 booster boxes to pull this card. And so I am... I love that one. I also got this back in a 10 the other day, and this was one that I submitted myself to. I love this card. I think this is one of the best... best arts from any of the modern sets is this Misty's Lapras, and super happy that came back at 10. And then this is another one that I sent in for grading recently and got a 10. The other one I sent in, like, I thought it was identical, but it came back an 8, and I think I missed print lines on the back. But one of my favorite things about this Blastoise is when you hold it under light, there's a swirl that happens, and I just think that's so cool and how the texture is on this card. Let's see. Add what to the stack? Just like random Zards, like the like ones from Ascended or whatever. I wonder if I got any today. Oh, I misread that. Mega Zygarde. That Starmie is kind of weird looking, the Mega Starmie. I kind of like it, but I kind of think it looks like some weird thing Godzilla would fight. Yeah, I'll drop a bunch of random Zards. I have so many. Honestly, it's a little bit of a bonus too, because those Zards are actually semi-valuable, but I have so many because I keep pulling it so much. Yeah, definitely bottom 5 Megas, I agree. And I do not have any Greninjas at all. I will likely, if I can get my hands on Chaos Rising in the near future, but yeah, overall. No, I changed my mind. I'm going to do one more rip, and I changed my mind about ETBs. I'm going to rip one single Perfect Order ETB just to have the promo card, because I realized I won't otherwise have any of the promo cards. So I'm going to grab one of those, rip one single one, and then not rip any of the other ETBs I got coming for Perfect Order. Give me just 1 second. I am also going to make sure my dog isn't overheating outside, because she's been out there borking at my neighbor for a couple minutes, and I don't want to be that guy. So give me 1 sec. I'll be back. We'll rip an ETB, and then I actually need to go take a shower. All right. Be right back. Oops. Why did that look upside down? That was weird. All right. I'll be back in a second. There's so much garbage in my office now. I just tripped over a whatchamacallit collection. Hey, what's up, PokeCash? How you been today? All right. Y'all ready for this? This will actually be the last thing I rip for today. I ended up ripping some of my vintage packs on pre-recorded streams for some short videos, because then I can do like one pack at a time that people actually want to see a single pack for. I feel like if you're like, oh, let's rip one pack of Phantasmal together or something, like nobody wants to watch that these days, because like 9 times out of 10 you're gonna pull bulk. Chilling, finally scanning everything into collector. Oh, I do not envy you right now. That is rough. Their scanner is probably the worst, like, what is it? Or least reliable when it comes to accuracy. Like, I have never seen a worse one than Collector. Took you a day, and how many times did you have to correct it because it scanned something and thought it was a different card? Because for me, it's about 50% of the time. And I even, like, I pay for the premium Collector, and I dropped a note to them the other day. I'm like, I'm not going to subscribe to you this year if you don't fix this. All right. Thanks, Anch, or Anch. I don't know how to say your name either because I'm terrible with pronouncing anything. But thank you for the follow and appreciate you. All right. I got to look at this real quick. Oh my god, that Mega Clefable is so ugly. I hate that the art connects because that would be the only reason I want it. I want that Raticate though. That thing looks cool. What else is it? What else am I gonna chase in this set? Honestly, the SIRs are these even SIRs or are the ultra rares? Where's the actual SIR Mega Starmie? Oh. Oh, is the Meowth? Oh, that's the ultra rare. I got it confused with the Meowth that I got. Oh my god, the Mega Clefable is so weird looking. Like, why would you want... Ugh. I guess the Mega Zygarde looks kind of cool, and then Starmie's weird. And... I guess Rose's Encouragement is kind of a cool trainer, but... Yeah, I can kind of see why this set isn't going to be as valuable or go as hard as something like Ascended. Like, there's also not actually a lot of IRs, SIRs, etc. in this set. There's not even any Mega Attacks, so, like, from how many rare, like, art cards there are, this set really doesn't have that many. This should be a pretty easy set to master set, except that I'm pretty sure the pull rates are messed up because there's not that many rare cards. But let's find out if it was just those 2 booster boxes were a fluke, or if I'm about to get cooked on all 9 of these packs. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think Braden's on here right now, but Manny Realms ripped Braden a booster box, and he did okay. Much better than I did on either of the booster boxes I had. And then he ripped one at home yesterday that his wife was able to get him, and it was also way better than either of the booster boxes I ripped. So, I don't know. Sometimes I just think my luck comes in really weird waves, where I'll like get like absolute bulk, and then all of a sudden I'll get like an SIR every 20 packs or less. Gengar Reverse Hollow, Energy Swatter, and Aurorus, so no first pack magic or whatever you want to call it. Homeo's Master set it in 2 ETBs, 2 bundles, 1 booster box, and like 10 sleeves. What? That's wild. I just opened 2 whole booster boxes and got 1 SIR. And like maybe 5 or 6 IRs total. Like, I got cooked. I got the Clefable I wanted, but it was dented in the corner, and I was super bummed. Because that was the little card I did want to slab as a 10. That was like mainly my chase from this set was the Clefable. Oh, that's nothing fancy in this. So, Mawile, Honedge, and Salazzle. He had insane luck. Yeah. I wish that I had that luck for finishing my master set for Ascended. But honestly, like, if you are trying to master set this set, it does seem like it's probably easier than something like Ascended. But everybody keeps saying, like, oh man, Ascended must be such a hard set to master set. And then, like, I'm like, have you seen Prismatic, Black Bolt, or White Flare? Like, Ascended has no Master Balls. Like, that's why I decided I'm going to go hard, because it has, in my opinion, the best combination of illustration and special illustration rares, as well as the whole Mega Attack rare set. And then on top of that, there's no Master Balls, so you don't have to worry about, like, getting a Master Ball for every Pokemon, which I think would make it impossible to try to do something for me like Prismatic or Black Bolt White Flare. You did get the SPC from Best Buy? Spupa. Hey, another. I think I already got. Yeah, another Drapion. And Landorus. Oh, the same homie did. Yeah, at least I got that SPC. I'm still waiting for it to deliver today, but let me look up what this thing's worth. I don't know if this is going to be worth submitting. I just know it's in good shape, so I should look. Oops. 651, and it's a brand new set. I am not submitting that card to PSA. I would consider doing it to tag, but I don't really like the art. I think I'm just going to top load it, and I'll auction a duplicate and put one in my binder. And PokeCash, what do you use to scan? Were you just like putting it on a desk and then taking a picture with your phone, or do you have like a card slinger type thing? Cool, I have so much bulk from this set already. Definitely not trying to master set another set, though. There's just no way. I will actually have to declare bankruptcy if I do that. Hunter. That Snorlax is pretty cool looking. We need to, like, Snorlax full art of some sort soon. It's been, I think the last one was the promo during 151 era. Judge, Rocky Energy Reverse Hollow, and wow, that was lame. This is draw holding against Slab Case. I see. All right, sounds good, Waksh. Good seeing you, and thanks for hanging out. And yeah, and sounds good. We'll figure it out. So yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow then. All right, let's see if we can... Ooh, what's that in the back? There might be an ultra rare in this guy. Maybe. I have no faith right now that I'm going to pull anything. It's been one of those days. Just like Vegas, I probably should have quit a while ago and just moved on for the day, but it's like all those old ladies you see sitting at the machines. I just can't. Which could still be a hit here. Just hand-holding the card. Yeah. I see. Yeah, I've never been more enraged than trying to scan cards into Collector app. It is probably one of the worst experiences of this hobby. Especially if you've ever scanned into the Mana Box app for Magic the Gathering. That one is a million times better at scanning accurately. Weird print line on this card. I think that might just be wax, but that would probably be the ultra rare if it is anything, so at least it wouldn't be the SIR that's got that. But look at all the dings on the corner of these. Yeah, already the Perfect Order set seems like it's lower quality than Ascended from like a whitening perspective. Tyrant and Tyrantrum. Yeah, that whole pack was just janky, but... Oh my god. I can't believe that you must have had to rescan cards like almost every other card at that point, because that app is so bad at scanning anything. All right, let's see what happens here. What was I saying? Wright's Legacy, I see you're on the stream right now. You are the one that's looking for a Dragonite MAR, right? There it is. I'll chat with you on DMs, but I found one from my last Rip and Ship delivery that was the one I was saying I was looking for, and because I already like double sleeved everything else, and so yeah, I'll ping you after this and we can figure out that one on the side, since I still have another one to put up for auction on top of that, because for some reason, even though I haven't been always that lucky with what I pull from Ascended, the Mega Attack rares, except for Frostlass, I've pulled so many of the same ones. Hawlucha, I think I'm up to 16. Speaking of Hawlucha, that was funny. Yeah, honestly, like, sometimes it's easier to do manually. Like, I kind of want to just build a scanner app that doesn't suck that bad. Ooh. Reverse Hollow Pokepad, at least, I guess. All right, we got 2 packs left. This has not been a very good ATB, honestly. This is kind of what I expected, but I just wanted to see what happened. The worst thing, though, is that other one's going to sit there in that acrylic case and whisper to me, the SIR is actually in this one. And I'm going to, like, have to fight my urge to open it. But I will say I did that with all my Pokemon Center ETBs a few weeks ago, and I pulled, like, literally all bulk, and I'm like, wow, that was such a dumb choice, so I'm not actually going to do that again. Alright, let's see what happens in this last pack. And then I am going to get off stream and go rinse off and see if my fiance will bring me home some beer with the food that we're going to pick up on our way home, since it is my birthday weekend and I'm feeling lazy. I feel like I can just like get back into exercise next week. And Max, the night on the Purple app, yeah, Collector is what we were talking about on TikTok over here. Every time that I have scanned anything into Collector recently, it's like a 50-50 chance it either doesn't scan or scans the wrong card. Well, that ETB sucked. When people say I want a master set, they mean every card in the whole collection, like the bulk. Yes, indeed. So I have been doing that recently, and you can see like I'm missing a Dustox reverse holo, so I just like kind of noted that there. Don't judge my handwriting. I swear to God, I'm not a doctor. But yeah, overall, it means that you're getting, for every common card, you have every version of that common card. So for this Darmanitan, I needed the normal one, I needed the reverse holo, and then the Pokeball for every single one of those cards. And then you also need every single illustration rare, every mega attack rare, every full art trainer, and every SIR. And so I'm so close. I'm missing like 6 or 7. Ooh, I think I got a reverse hologlass trumpet today. I gotta find that. And then I'm gonna put all of the common cards in just like one or two of the Pokemon like binders that come with like Black Bolt, White Flare. And then the rest of these I have in top loaders. I already have every single IR in order in a stack, and except I think I need another Obstagoon before I can finish that. And like, cause I've submitted my only one to PSA, and for some reason I pulled 47 Togekiss and 1 Galarian Obstagoon, so I don't know about that. I've honestly pulled more Steven's Metagross SIRs than I've pulled Galarian Obstagoon. I've pulled 3 or 4 Steven Metagross at this point. And so I don't understand the pull rate sometimes. But yeah, going back, Max, to the comment on the Purple app. Yeah, so we were talking about Collector. It's just the scanning reliability is really bad on that one, especially if you've ever collected Magic the Gathering and scanned on the Mana Box app, which you don't have to press a button. It just automatically does it, and you can filter Mana Box's settings down to a specific set. So if you only have a bunch of Ascended cards to scan, it will not try to match it with some random card from 15 years ago in like, you know, I don't know, or like 20 years ago. Like every now and then I'll like scan something and it'll be like, oh, this is base set Gyarados. And I'm like, this was a Mega Lucario, Mega Evolution card. Like, what are you talking about? And so I have that happen so often with the Collector app that I join their Discord to tell them that their app is so bad at scanning these days that I'm going to cancel my subscription to their premium level if they don't fix it. And nobody responded to me, or no, somebody responded to me, can you send screenshots? And I'm like, really? You want me to do even more work when you could just go reproduce this in your office? Like, that's so stupid. Like, yeah, I'm annoyed. My SIR was literally last pack in my booster box. So PokeCash, the Meowth was like the second or third to last pack. So yeah, I totally know what you mean. But yeah, I mean, this set's got banger art. I will always like keep repeating that. So let me check my phone real quick, and then I do have to update this doc anyways. Oh, cool. Somebody's still trying to get into my Venmo account. Like some hacker out there, like from a data breach, has like been like continuously trying to reset my Venmo password, but like it's tied to a pass key, and my multi-factor authentication is tied to an actual authenticator app. So I'm like, whatever hacker picked up that data dump is probably one of the dumber ones out there. It's like, why wouldn't you just move on and go to somebody else at that point? It's probably like a 13-year-old somewhere. So real quick, I definitely have that. I have this one now, so I'm going to mark that off. I know I have Mischievous Reverse Holo at least now, which I was missing both the reverse and the Pokeball. Okay, I have this guy now. I don't have Mega Diancie still. I thought I did, but I don't. I do have Mega Hawlucha. I do have Mega Scrafty. Somehow, I have Japanese Marnie's Grimmsnarl. It's the only thing I pulled that was a hit out of... I got a box of Mega Dream a while back, but I needed in English to truly master set. This has been my chase this entire like time that Ascended has been out, has been Pikachu in the forest. And of course, I bought a rip and ship the other day, and in the same one pin collection, I got 2 Rainbow Pikachus and a Steven's Metagross SIR. Still need the Trikachu. It's driving me crazy. I need that one so bad. I'm about to just like grab all my duplicate SIRs from this set and see if somebody wants to trade for it, but I'm not there yet. I really, really want to pull that one myself. So yeah, overall I need, let's see, I need Mega Diancie because I accidentally checked that one off. I need Emboar, Pikachu, Electros, Mega Diancie, and then Marnie's Grimmsnarl and Surfer. And then I'm done. Like and then Mega Dragonite. And then I'm pretty much done. Like I just need those. really, really hopeful I can actually do this without buying any singles. That's been my goal, is to do it without buying singles. I know that's actually like insane, but I said, hey, challenge accepted, and my wallet is just going to have to deal with me later. And now's about the time where I have to start thinking about my wallet again. So that's not as fun. Give me one sec. I just want to... I think this one's grade worthy. Usually I get the worst quality promos almost every... is that whitening? Nope, it was dust. Oh, no, it's whitening. All right, freaking Pokemon. What... Like, you need to figure your promos out, because the way that they get packed into these cellophanes with these dividers pretty much always messes up the promo. And I'm so tired of this situation where people buy the ETB to get the promo card, and generally they buy the promo, or they want the promo card to get it graded, and have, like, I would say I bought about 30 or 3 cases of Ascended ETBs. Of all of the promo cards, I think 2 were actually PSA 10 candidates. You pulled a Mega Clefable Chase card? Congrats! That is awesome. Super weird looking card in my opinion, but like it's definitely like an awesome pull. I don't know if you were here. The only thing, I opened 2 booster boxes and all I have to show for it is this off-centered Meowth. But hey, at least I got this SIR. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not really chasing anything from this set except for a 10-worthy Clefairy at this point. But then if I get the Clefairy, I feel like I need that Clefable. So that's an awesome hit, and congrats. I am still hung up on Ascended. I am 5 or 6 SIRs away from master setting it, so I'm very hopeful I can actually make that work. But we shall see. All right, let's see. What time are we at? 5:18. My fiance should be getting out of work soon, and I want to go take a shower because I feel gross right now. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow, not to probably rip more, but I'm going to be trying live auctions on TikTok again, and hopefully they unrestrict my account. I didn't violate anything. Their algorithm's just been acting weird for new sellers, and I think it's a bug, and there's nobody there to fix it this weekend. So anyways, I should be back sometime late tomorrow morning, if not early tomorrow afternoon, West Coast time. But overall, I am most likely going to, if I can only auction one thing on TikTok tomorrow, it's going to be this first partner illustration collection, and I'm probably going to start it at 20, which is way below market price right now. I'm pretty sure people will probably bid up to a little bit below market, but I want to try to get somebody one of these, or I want to try to get the winner of this at a little bit below market if possible. And then so, yeah, I'm really hoping the entire auction will work. I have a feeling I'm going to have to wait till next week sometime, but if it doesn't, then I'll hop over to the other app to do some more singles. And so what I'm going to do in the morning is preload some singles into both this and the other app and just see what happens. But yeah, and if somebody just wants this but doesn't want to pay as much for shipping, because I would have to put this in a bigger box and it's going to weigh more, and then all of a sudden shipping is like more, I could also just open all of it and then top load the Series 1 pack, the 3 cards in it, and then any hits from Mega and Phantasmal, and then just send you top loaders instead. So yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. I'm definitely going to put one of these up there, and then yeah, overall I got tons and tons of IRs and a handful of SIRs and some slabs to be selling. So last thing I'll show is I will have this one up tomorrow. It's worth a little under 200. I am going to include the bumper with it. I'm not one of those sellers, though, who's going to be like, oh, this bumper is so expensive, now you should pay me more. No, I got this bumper for free from one of those sellers who thought that they were like, I'm doing you a favor, bro. And I'm like, nobody's doing me a favor. Like, you're in it for the money. Leave me alone. Like, I'm not actually in it for the money. I need to get rid of these dupe IRs and have more money to buy more packs. So I'm just a psycho degenerate. And yeah, so anyways, somebody gets this bumper if they win this one, this auction, either here or wherever I can sell more than one item tomorrow. And then I have there's a little ding on this, the top of this PSA 10 Jolteon, but I'm also going to put this up, and I will give somebody, I'll start the bids at 400 for this, which is a over 100 less than the market price right now. So I always start my auctions below market price, and generally most of the lower value cards that I auction start off at a buck. And then I know Ollie and Daisy is still on this stream right now, so they actually took a bunch of, and don't worry, the Mimikyu's over in the other pile, but they got a bunch of good stuff today, honestly. Like pretty good stuff for honestly some really good prices. A couple of these cards ended up way below market on auctions, but like I said when I was over on the other app, couldn't ask for somebody better for it to go to, because it's one of my regular buyers from TikTok, and that was who I was hoping I could sell most of my stuff to anyways. And yeah, Hongo is an absolute sniper. I laugh whenever you go in on a bid, dude, because you are so good at waiting until like the last 1 or 2 seconds and then resetting the clock back to 10. And I always laugh because I'm like, oh, yeah, you did score your John Wick IR. I was also surprised, Jace, that you went in for anything, so I was impressed about that. I might just send that one to you, Jace, and then send you a separate thing for all the like thank you gifts for being a mod for me. But yeah, overall, I will. Also, anybody that wants to be a mod that's a regular buyer of mine, please ping me. I'm happy to make other people mods. I really appreciate the help with modding. Ollie and Daisy, I already have you on that list, but anybody else that wants to would for sure do it. And Brian, I 100% will be auctioning here when TikTok stops limiting me to 1 single order a day. Before I end this stream, I'm going to go check and see if that got updated yet. The funny thing is I can do 100 auctions in a day, but I can only sell a single order. So I was asking like the people, I was like, can you please make any of this make sense? And like the chat person was like, that's just the rules. And I'm like, but how do the rules make any sense? Yeah, and I do have, check out my bio. There's a referral thing in there if you need it that I think gets 15 off or whatever. So it might just be helpful as a little bonus. But overall, I want to really focus on doing TikTok only. I'm a content creator first, and I'm just selling singles to both interact with the community in different ways, but also because I need money to buy more rips. And so, yeah, overall, like I would highly prefer to only stay here for that stuff. Take pride in modding for, yeah, Jace mods for like everybody, but yeah, you might need to clone yourself. So I will appreciate with anybody else that wants to be a mod. Like I said, DM me, Ollie and Daisy, I have you down. So whenever you're on my next one where I'm actually using the TikTok app or Mac app to do my stream, then I will get that, or I'll get you added there. And let's see, anybody else that said anything? Yeah, and you're all good, Jace. Like, you never asked for anything except that Psyduck that we agreed that I would get you as soon as I pulled another Psyduck. And then, unfortunately, the other part of the agreement was that whichever one was the least likely candidate to be a PSA 10 is the one you're getting. But I figure beggars can't be choosers, right? And then, yeah, 100% will make sure that that Ollie is a mod. I will probably start off using the TikTok app directly tomorrow. And then if I have to switch to the other app because it won't let me do anything, I'm going to like get up early in the morning. I'm going to try to go for a run, but I might end up drinking a couple beers tonight and then not running tomorrow instead and just being chonky for my birthday. And then just getting back into my routine next week instead. And then, yeah, I'm going to make sure, or I'm going to see how I can set up OBS to just do the other app stream if I have to use the other app. But my goal is hopefully this gets like, my thing gets lifted a little bit by tomorrow and we can just buy on here. Right now it just still says daily actual orders limit is one of one, which was Ollie both days, which I think is now funny. I kind of want, like, if I do one on there tomorrow, I kind of want Ollie to win it just because it's like poetic at this point. But we shall see. So again, I cannot thank you all enough. Thank you for hanging out with me for like a bajillion hours on multiple different apps on multiple different streams today. Y'all are awesome. I can't believe I convinced y'all to go sign up for a new app. I mean, I had to sign up for it too, and I wasn't happy about it. We'll put it that way. But yeah, overall, excited to just continue to expand this community. I think me doing my own Discord is a great idea, so I'm gonna look into that tonight later when I'm just hanging out. Should probably pay some attention to my fiance though, because I feel like she's getting a little neglected from all the streaming I've been doing. So yeah, maybe tomorrow we will get that auction to work better, but she does work my fiance works like during the days on the weekends, and so I'm not like, she's not in the other room where I've been ignoring her the entire day. She's been at work since 9 this morning. So I don't feel that bad. I just feel bad because sometimes she'll come home and I'm still streaming, and then I'll stay streaming for like 2 or 3 more hours. So I'm going to try not to do that at all. Yeah, so anyways, I got to go take a shower and then just chill a little bit. And yeah, then I might have a couple birthday beers, but because I'm 1,000 years old, I can't have more than like 1 or 2 because I will literally just feel like crap for a whole week. And so, yeah, Mikey, thanks for the hearts. Appreciate you. And Mikey, we'll chat on the side about that Dragonite. And yeah, just if you don't hear from me by tomorrow morning, just DM me. It means that I didn't forget. I just got busy trying to prep for all this other stuff and probably clean up my office a little bit. So yeah, regardless, I'll make everything happen one way or another, and we'll go from there. So again, thank you all for hanging out so much with me today. I'll be back tomorrow, probably aiming for like 10 or 11 a.m. Pacific to start again. And yeah, we'll see if we can make some stuff work better, and hopefully make the TikTok stuff just work. And if not, we'll just keep hopping back to the other place for another day or two. And then tomorrow will be my last stream for the weekend anyways. And then I probably won't be back till Wednesday, regardless of if I can get unblocked by TikTok before then. So either way, if it doesn't work tomorrow, I'll expect that TikTok should work again on like Wednesday when I'm back from work. And if Hung wants to be a mod, 100% totally will add as a mod as well. And I have Braden as a mod too. And then was there anybody else that should be a mod here? Oh, obviously PokeCash can be a mod if they want to be, but totally optional for PokeCash. But PokeCash is somebody that is here with me in Las Vegas, so that would also work out too. So Hung, a mod is just somebody that once you get that permission, it basically just allows you, if like, say there's a troll in the chat that's like saying like insane stuff. Like, I don't know if you were on earlier when some guy was asking me to wink at them and it was really creepy. But I was like they asked for givvies and I was like, no. And then they're like, can I have a wink? And I'm like, no, like, and then Lox banned the guy because I was like actually kind of creeped out at that point. And so yeah, you can block and mute unruly people or bots. You can also pin messages. So like, if there's like a certain market price that y'all see from that's what Lox was kind of doing on the other app earlier. It wouldn't let you pin, but he was just kind of posting like what the market price was from my Google Sheet. So that overall, like, it just helps me be able to focus more on the stream and any chats that like I should be responding to. Yeah, exactly. It's a moderator, 100%. And so, yeah, if you're interested, like, you also can be one and just never have to do anything. Like, one of the rip and shippers that Jace keeps talking about, he won the ETB from today and does a stack game, which is apparently up to a bajillion things, but I gotta be good and not spend more money. Yeah, overall, I'm a mod over there, and I very, very rarely actually do anything about it. But then there's, yeah, I don't really act like a mod, I'll be honest. Like, people have made me mods, I just don't really do it much. But every now and then, I'll be the only mod in there, and there'll be somebody either coming in talking trash about something, and I'm like, yeah, this guy's getting muted. I usually don't ban them, especially if Jimmy's on, because Jimmy likes to, like, troll them back, and so I'll usually just mute them so they can't spam the chat. I'll be there when Tommy goes on vacation next week to support. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, is then it helps out, like, if they have like 2 streamers on one single channel and then like one of them's on vacation. So usually Tommy, the owner of the Pack Pop Shop stream, he'll usually be on his other account to be able to do like modding when Jimmy's on. But like if Jimmy, or if Tommy's on vacation, then Jimmy's kind of on his own, and it can be really, really hard to like handle people that are trolls while you're trying to do something like a rip and ship, or while I'm trying to auction singles, or even when I'm just ripping for myself. It's like really, really hard to multitask to the point where you can like deal with modding people on there. So yeah, overall, that's just kind of how that stuff works. And I'm happy to make any of my regular buyers and stuff a mod. Spark, they didn't yet, but we're all hopeful that they'll do it in the morning. If they don't do it in the morning, here's what the plan is. Gonna do this guy on here, and then I'll hop over to another place to do anything else for the day. And then by the time that I can stream again, it's gonna be Wednesday night after work. I'm almost positive that my limits will be reset by then. So yeah, overall, I'm about to. Yes, I did my one for today. It was also Ollie and Daisy that won again, and they won this Mimikyu, and then they hopped over to another stream and got a bunch of these other ones. And I'm still telling you, this thing is underpriced for this Articuno. I can't believe that the market price on this is like $20. And so, yes, I am going to sign off for now. Really appreciate everybody hanging with me all throughout the day. Like I said, hope y'all had fun. I am going to look into how easy it is to start my own Discord, because I think that would be cool for all the regular people that are always on my streams and interacting in my TikToks. That being said, please continue to interact with my TikToks, because that helps the algorithm both hopefully fix this limit, but also because it helps other people be able to see my videos. And which card is awesome? The Articuno, I'm guessing. Or like, I have so many cards on my desk, I just not sure anymore. And yes, I will. I'll be packing everything from today in the morning before I start another stream, so I can clear my desk off, because otherwise it would be absolute mayhem and something's gonna get lost. So yeah, I'm gonna get up early-ish and start to just pack and get all my stream stuff ready for tomorrow. And I'm gonna have to clean up all this mess on my desk, but I don't feel like doing it right now. And so yeah, I will hopefully see y'all sometime tomorrow morning, and then we'll take it from there. And like I said, if we can't do everything on TikTok tomorrow, we should be able to by Wednesday or Thursday, when I'm back, to able to sell more singles on stream again. And either way, we'll find a workaround for tomorrow if we have to. I'm really hopeful we don't, because I like staying on TikTok. But you hear this, TikTok AI, you need to fix your automation on my account. There is no reason for me to be limited to one order per day in probation. I'm talking to the AI now. Okay. Thank you all. I will see y'all tomorrow if you're around. And if not, I'll see y'all soon. And really appreciate everything. And until next time. So talk soon.